Read then, lads and lasses. How we doing? I think we're live now. Yes, I believe we are. Read then, lads and lasses. How we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Phew, I've got myself on my screen. It's echoing a bit. Anyways, read then, lads and lasses. How we doing? Josh is live, meaning it's going to be 2. Does that say 2-0 Luton? I can't say 2-1 Luton. Probably is, mate. But anyways, yes, we are live, people. Newcastle United travel to Kenilworth Road to play Luton Town Football Club. I don't know what it is. This should be the easiest or the second easiest game of the season. Away from home, of course, and I'm not confident whatsoever. Is it Newcastle United's away form? Is it just because, I don't know, is it? I just genuinely don't have a good feeling for this game. But look, the lineup is a bit, I don't want to say it's a bit iffy, but there's some questionable people on the bench. Some people have been saying it's bad that Tino Livramento was left out. Look, personally, it's obviously got nothing to do with quality. In my opinion, Livramento is 10 times the fullback that Burn is. It's obviously because he's played so many games for Newcastle. That is the only reason why. Jake says, come on Newcastle though. United's just lost now, so need a 2-win. Man City won the Club World Cup. Newcastle to win. Man United to lose. Come on. Yeah, right, mate. Lads, I'm just making sure that this live stream has got it's just went up on my Instagram story, so that's all I'm checking. But it'll be a hard game today. I'm not even just saying that, like, it genuinely will be a very, very hard game today. Do you know what it is? I'm gonna go on this thing and see if I can run a poll for you again. Well, I'll not tell you, but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's probably the first one that you could guess what you're saying. Josh, if we lose today, never go live for a watch along again. Respectfully though. Do you know what? I might have to actually stop the lives because this is becoming an absolute joke. We'll get through to the lineups in a second, lads. Both lineups, of course, with Luton's as well. What's your score prediction? You know what? Lads, what is your score prediction? Everyone get your score prediction in the chat. But me, personally, I'm going to say 2-1 to Newcastle. Most of their games have always had 1 or no or 2 goals in it. They held Liverpool to a 1-1 draw. They just got beat off Arsenal 4-3. They just got beat off Man United 1-0. They just got beat off Man City 2-1. So they are putting up a fight in every single game, and it's Newcastle's turn to go there. We're not favoured because of injuries and all that. I think we're definitely still the favourites for this game, because of course they are respectively. They are terrible this season. I thought that them being at home would give them a massive advantage. They are 19th for points picked up at home. That is genuinely terrible. You got a filthy record. I genuinely do. You've got a feeling we're going to hammer them good. It's a fact. Right, lads, 2 seconds. I'm just going to quickly run a poll for you all so you can interact with it. As I'm getting the Luton Newcastle game on as well. I don't know what it is, you know. I'm seriously not... I'm not, like, crapping myself or anything, but I really don't feel like, oh, Newcastle's going to go and beat 5-0, 3-0. Bearing in mind that I really hope I do get proved wrong. Eric Ten Hag, it's coming up here with the West Ham highlights. He always, every time an opposition side scores, he's always got that face where he's just like, oh, it's beautiful to see Man United's downfall, like, isn't it? It genuinely is absolutely beautiful. There's not a team I'd want to see fail more than them, you know, honestly. Right, I'm just sorting this, what's it called out, lads? Poll, that's the one. Oh, forgot to say, lads. Let's try and hit the like button. I'm not looking to hit over 100 likes because we are playing Luton. Let's be real. It's not more so of an attractive game. But please do hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's get this poll sorted. Right. Right, it's obviously for Newcastle I'm on about there, of course. That's obviously who I'm on about. Right, let's read some of these chats back, lads. Josh, if you lose today, your lives need to stop. Actually, it's about 5 losses. Do you know what it is, right? I love doing the lives because I love interacting with yous. Obviously, I like watching my team, and I might as well talk to yous and get the channel a bit more active while I'm watching the game. But Christ almighty, I think the whole fan base is going to turn on me at one point just because of this record. Why have I still got that bloody diffuser there? I'm sorry about that. Let's read some more of these. What's your prediction? I said 2-1 to Newcastle, mate. Oh, if we pull 8-0, Christ, West Ham's in the top 6, they are. I am okay, mate. Are you? Hopefully you're good. I'm a big fan. I appreciate that, Dominic, mate. Thank you very much. I couldn't even get myself to post the clips when I lost to Chelsea. I couldn't even properly bring myself to do a match reaction on the YouTube channel, if I'm being honest, mate. Up the mags. up the marks. Right, lads, it's that time. Let's take a look at the lineups in depth. We'll take a look at it. You let me know if you agree or disagree. Do you know what it is, right? I'm gonna search up if moderators can sort of, what's the word, like run polls and stuff, so I don't have to do it personally. And then if I just say something like, do you agree with Tino Livramento not starting today, then you can sort of thingy on that. But let's take a look at the lineups. Of course, we will start with Newcastle United if I can quickly pull them up. Here we are. Right, so Newcastle's lineup today, lads. Dubravka, I think we can all agree on that. There was some shouts at Karius. Personally, I was saying Karius as well. But Dubravka looked okay against Fulham. I didn't think most of the goals he's been conceding were entirely his fault. I mean, against Spurs, our defence was absolutely woeful. Them crosses were flying and like nothing was the matter. Trippier at right back. Now, of course, I think this was inevitable to happen from Eddie Howe. He loves Kieran Trippier, and I think he's doing this to put his full faith in Kieran Trippier to turn it around, to sort of capitalise on a respectively poor team and Luton and to sort of change his form around, get his head right. And then if need be, he can bring Tino Livramento on, who is the better right back, and of course he can go left back, right back, rah. Jamal Lascelles at centre back and captain. No doubt about it. Fabian Schär back in centre-back. Absolutely fantastic. You know how much I love him. What an absolute... Wow, I'm just looking at Luton's ground. I really wish I was there. You know, that would be a fantastic ground to tick off. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Fabian Schär, an unbelievable player just to have in the bench. And Dan Burn at left-back. It's great to have him back, like, isn't it? I'm not fully against it. Do you know what it is? I used to be a proper little Dan Burn hater. I mean, you know, I genuinely did. I used to say, oh, he's too slow, blah, blah, blah. He is slow. He is really, really stiff. He can barely turn. But he does a job, doesn't he? And that's all that matters. And he's a Geordie. Bruno, without doubt, probably I'd say technically wise, the best player in the team there. Longstaff, fantastic. Miley, fantastic. Miggy, Gordon, and Wilson leading the line up top. I mean... Is there any better we can do there? Gordon, he won't be changed for another 5-6 years at least. Callum Wilson, Isaac's on the bench as well. We'll take a look at this properly. But yes, on the bench, we've just got through the starting 11 for Newcastle there. Karius, Dummett, Richie, and Alex Murphy. They're the ones who don't need to touch up on too much. Tino Livramento at right back. I think it genuinely is just because of the amount of games he's played. Would you have started Tino Livramento today over Dan Burn or Kieran Trippier? Would you have started him? In my opinion, I think he's playing Trippier genuinely just to get his head sorted. It's a great opposition to sort of turn his mental side of the game and flip it upside down on. Botman, I think he's just giving him a rest yet again. He played, what was it, like 17 minutes against Fulham, 45 against Chelsea. He's just keeping his fitness, maintaining it. May have rushed him back a bit early against Fulham just to make it look like we're getting players back. Who was the... Alexander Isak, fantastic. Don't think he's fully fit yet again. If we have to play him, I wouldn't play him more than 30 minutes. I know I don't know the exact extent to how long he can play through the medical staff and sort of stuff, but we don't want a reoccurring injury for one of our best players in the squad. Unreal player, Alexander Isak. He can cause these some problems today if he does come on, actually. Emil Kraft, it's another one which I really, really do like. He's an unbelievable player. He probably would have started today, even with the Kieran Trippier situation, with him wanting to regain form. I think Emil Kraft isn't up to full fitness. And by the way, against Nottingham Forest, if Kieran Trippier does have a little bit of a stinker today, he does look a little bit not great mentally, I would play Emil Kraft at Nottingham Forest. Usually let me know if you would as well. Lewis Hall, what does this lad have to do to get some minutes? Please give this lad some minutes today. Honestly, I don't know if he can't get minutes against Luton in a game where we could potentially be struggling. If we are struggling and he's not getting any minutes, I don't know what to say. And of course, we've already touched over Tino Livramento. Right, let's see what you're saying. Then we'll get on to Luton Town's lineup, lads. Smash the like button if you haven't already, people. I really do appreciate that. Right, let's have a look at these. You excited for Christmas? Do you know what it is, lads? I don't want to be a little bit of a Scrooge, right? But I'm 17 now. This is the first ever Christmas in my life where I've never been, oh, Christmas, Christmas. It doesn't feel like it's 2 days away. Of course, I'm not like, oh, get Christmas in the bin, but... I don't even know. I didn't even... It's Christmas in 2 days. I've never even took it in, like, grasped it into context. It is mental, though. I can't lie. I haven't even got any presents. I'm going to have to, like, buy them all last minute. I don't know where I'm going to go, if I can even be bothered. I'm probably just going to say to my family, I'm sorry, the delivery was late. I'm just going to have to go and buy them on Boxing Day when we're playing Nottingham Forest, if I'm being honest, lads. Yo, Josh, who's your favourite player? If you know me, you know who my favourite player is, lads. Let him know, please, who my favourite player is. The curse stops today. Hopefully it does, Ben, mate. Hopefully it does. I can't do polls on that. I don't know why. You like my comment on TikTok. Appreciate the support, mate. Thank you very much. 3-1 Newcastle. Get in. Hate when people blame Chips. It's not his fault. He has a few bad games. Well, I mean, we've been over it, haven't we? We didn't really need to speak about it. But you know my sort of take on that. It's like we didn't appreciate the win when we were smashing, and now it holds a different meaning. I know what you mean. You're right, pal. I am okay, Joshua. How are you, mate? Good name. That's actually my real name, you know, lads. It's not Josh. It actually is Joshua. Got the Coke as well. Cherry Coke to be exact, of course. No, Tino is a shame. I think he's tired. I think it is, mate. Playing against Nottingham Forest where... do you know what it is? What would you class as the harder game? Luton away, where of course the Kenilworth Road, it is always very, very compact. It's going to be very tight. Or Nottingham Forest. I looked at the league table. I thought Nottingham Forest were comfortably 13th, 14th, the 17th. Let me just check on SofaScore how they've done results-based this season, because I'm sure they didn't have a win in the last 5 games. I thought that was going to be a hard game. You know, Boxing Day, it always sort of surprises me. I remember my greatest ever Boxing Day game was not when we beat Leicester 3-0. It was when we beat Man United 1-0 through a Matty Longstaff goal. That was Boxing Day, I do believe. Correct us if I'm wrong. But let's take a look at Nottingham Forest, because I was actually pretty nervous for that game. I don't know why. I just had it in my head that they were doing half decent. Morgan Gibbs-White was on form. They were 13th, 14th, but they're 17th without a win in the last 5. I've got them up now. So, 17th, 17 games played, ironic. 3 wins, 5 draws, and 9 losses. Let's say their away form. Their away form this season is 18th. 9 games played, 1 win. If Newcastle lose today, that'll be ours as well. 9 games played, 1 win. Our away form is shocking, isn't it, lads? I mean, we can't sort of sugarcoat that. It seriously is absolutely shocking. Right. Let's take a look. 4-1 to Toon. Get in. Chips has played bad recently, but we can't forget about how good he is. He's one of our best players. Do you know what the thing is with that, though? The thing is, Reed, Kieran Trippier, when he's played good, people have praised him. When Kieran Trippier plays bad, people criticise him. We're not saying he hasn't done anything for the club. We're not saying we're not grateful of what he's done in the past. We're just saying that he played bad in that game. And in the games we've said that, he has played bad. We're not saying we don't want him. He's not done anything for the club. Get him out now. We're just saying he hasn't played bad in that game. I don't know why people take that out of context. Like, seriously, it's nothing, like, hard, lads. If we say Kieran Trippier's had a good game, nobody says, oh, you want Kieran Trippier for life. You want him in the club. I don't get it, mate. Why are some people so oversensitive? If Kieran Trippier's had a bad game, and I say he's had a bad game, or anyone says he's had a bad game, he's had a bad game. Like, why should people be criticised for that? Do you know what I mean? Chip's face killed us when the camera went to him. I said that myself, mate. Kieran, he looked genuinely lifeless, and that's not an over-exaggeration. I swear down, he missed the penalty. If you can have some sort of buzzing into my heater yet again. But he just, I don't know, he looked like he didn't want to play football at all, didn't he? Christmas this year, ain't it? Just got to use it. Just got to use it as a reason to... I can partially agree with that, I'm not going to lie. We'll batter Forest 5 now. Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to that now. 1 win in the last 9 away games, as I've just said there. And we've only lost 1 home game in the Premier League this season. I don't believe we've actually drew one, have we? We've won... How many? Have we won 8? I don't actually know, lads. Please correct us if I'm wrong. 2-0 at Newcastle. Wilson and Gordon to score. Come on, fingers crossed. I'd like to see Gordon back on the score sheet. Luton, majority of big teams they've played, they haven't played bad. I agree with you, Ben, mate. I do. How are you watching the match? I'm watching it through... I don't know what it's on. Me uncle done it for us. It's like on a sort of American website, and he's just put a... What's it called? That thing where it says you can be in America. What's it called? PN or something. VPN, is that what it's called? I honestly don't know, lads. If we do... I've just answered that. If we do lose to Luton today and I make a TikTok saying we play shit and go... Do you know what it is, mate? You have to make a TikTok and just say... people don't really like it when you're like... blah, 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 blah. I'll just come across as like, look, we didn't play good today. I don't know why people are trying to sugarcoat it. We didn't play good today. This is that. Just tell the truth. Sometimes people might not like to accept it, but the real fans will accept that. If you are getting annoyed over people stating that we didn't play good, you obviously don't care enough about the club. You just want to be as positive as you can. If you don't care about where the club's going, if you don't care about that the club's losing, then you just have a bad loser mentality. We can't go into every single game saying, oh, they're fatigued, oh, they're injured. No, it doesn't matter if we lose. So why didn't we just forfeit this game then and just rest all the players for Nottingham Forest? We might as well have done that, because when we lose, people are just saying, injuries, fatigue, injuries. No, lads, no, these are professional footballers. I did buy into that, right, when we had, 5 games in the space of a week and a half, but now we're seeing this in every single away game, but we're not seeing it when we're playing at home. No one's saying injuries or fatigue. I'm not really buying into it anymore. It still is a very big factor, but I'm not buying into it as much as I did. VPN, that's the one. Josh, are you live streaming for the Sunderland game? Unfortunately, I am. I can't believe I didn't get a ticket. And we're nearly on 3,200 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, you're going to hit the milestone. Thank you very much, lads. I appreciate that. Trippier free kick and coming, fingers crossed, VPN. That's the one, boys. 3-0, however, lads. Come on. I'm going to make pasta while watching your live. Fair enough. Oh, it's going to be a big one today, boys. Hit the like button if you haven't already, lads. I really do appreciate it. Oh, we haven't even got into Luton's lineup. Not that I'm a Luton Town expert. I can't lie, but let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh wait, Newcastle's reposted it. Fantastic. Luton Town's lineup. Kaminsky. I do know a bit about Kaminsky. Come from Blackburn. Very, very good goalkeeper. May I just add? No. Very good goalkeeper. Like I said, was it on TikTok or YouTube? I think it was on YouTube on my match preview. Of course, you're going to get shots piled at you when you're Luton Town's goalkeeper. With all due respect, the defence is woeful. Even though playing in a 5-back, he concedes so many shots, and Christ doesn't he half save them. He is a very, very good shot stopper. We need to be clinical today, which is something we may not have done in previous games. Kabor, right wing back, I believe he's on loan from Manchester City. Or he's on loan from the City group. I know he went on to Troyes last season, I think it is, if my ball knowledge is correct. Mengi, ex-Man United product, Osho. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Don't know too much about him. Bell, don't know too much about him. Doughty, Alfie Doughty, I believe it is. I think he's a very good player for Luton as well. In Luton Town sort of standards. Lokonga on loan from Arsenal, isn't he? I think he played on loan for Palace last season. Ross Barkley, he's not as good as he used to be, but of course he's still got that little bit of individual flair. Andros Townsend, ex-Mag, Adebayo, and Brown. Do you know what? I've actually never heard of Brown. Let me go on SofaScore and take a look at him, because with all due respect, I may be lacking a bit of ball knowledge here. I mean, I've just shown some of the ex-teams, but I've never heard of Brown. Let's take a look, lads. Right. Jacob Brown. He's played a fair few games. He scored against Palace and Brentford. Fair enough. I mean, never underestimate any team. Never underestimate sort of any player, do you know what I mean? Because in my case, it always comes back on us every single time. Yeah, I read Zach, mate. How you doing? Drop a like if you haven't already, boys. Seriously, I do appreciate it. I know we're not going to hit the 106 mark that we did last time. Oh, thanks to the subscribers as well, lads. I appreciate that. We're over the 3,200 mark. That's unbelievable. That is fantastic. Thank you very much, lads. Right, how long is it till kick-off? 10 minutes. Come on, Newcastle. This is a big one today. I don't know why, but with teams like Luton Town, I different, like, when we haven't played in the ground before, or if it's like a opposition that we haven't played before in the cup, I like watching the game. I don't know why, I just like seeing our players in a ground where I'm not used to seeing. We're not a massive one where the camera's 10,000 miles away from the actual pitch and you can see the fans. But West Ham United beat Man United 2-0 today as well. Absolutely fantastic. Fulham and Burnley play, Notts Forest and Bournemouth play, Spurs and Everton play, Liverpool and Arsenal. That'll be a very good game, of course. I think that... Is that game tomorrow or is it tonight? I don't actually know. Let's take a look. No, it is today, 5:30. Why was I thinking it was tomorrow? Probably because of the sort of American... what's it called? The American... Oh, lads, honestly. Wait 1 sec, lads. I can't see your messages. I'm trying to sort the messages out. I can't see them for some reason. Let's see if I can see them. That's the main reason why I do this. Right, there we go. I've got them back now. Right. Yo, Josh, is it his goal? No, it's not his goal, mate. Like, it's actually... He's bought, like, an actual... Well, my uncle's put it on me sort of, Xbox for us, whatever it is. It's through-in app and then through-in app. Score predictions today, Josh. I said 2-1, mate. I said 2-1. You got a free ticket for SAFC. Oh my God, Devon, rub it in, mate, please. I would die for a ticket, honestly. Thoughts on Man United losing class? It's Isaac Hayden at Luton. He's actually rumoured to go to Luton. I think he was in deep talks, but apparently failed a medical. He's on loan to Standard Liège in the Belgian league. I don't think he's actually done too bad there, you know. Fingers crossed it's all going okay from Isaac Hayden. I think he was an unsung hero of the pre-takeover era. I really, really liked him. I thought he was one of the best holding midfielders we've ever had in the Ashley era, 100% in the Ashley era. If you could choose one realistic transfer for Newcastle, who would you choose from any league? For me, if you could sign one player, you let me know who would it be, lads, but undoubtedly for me, I've said it once and I'll say it again, it's Kvaratskhelia. That man is unbelievable on the ball. He's genuinely, he's not got as good a ball control as Messi or Maradona. Of course, he is called Kvaradona in Naples, which I do believe is actually, that's a little bit putting it down on Maradona. I mean, he's not that good, lads. You know what I mean? I didn't think they'd actually treat a god like that. They'd rename someone like that already. I think it's a bit cheap from the Napoli fans, actually. But oh my God, his end product's half decent. It's not the best, but it is half decent. Takes penalties. And his ball control and his dribbling is some of the best in the world. If you haven't watched it, right, he's an absolute pleasure to watch. After the live stream, just go watch Kvaratskhelia highlights. He's an unreal player. The hype's died down on him a bit. I've seen people saying, oh, he's not scored a goal in this long. I watched his game against, I think it was Juventus last week. You don't hear nothing about him, and he's here just skinning like about 4 or 5 players, going through them like it's absolutely nothing, and nothing's getting said about it. He's an unreal footballer. And fingers crossed, because since he's coming from the Italian league, we can get him on a cheap because we all know what they're like with the debts and the money that they can't bring in. If Tonali was at Chelsea, for example, and we wanted to buy Tonali from Chelsea, we'd cost £100 million or something like that. Do you know what I mean? 2 seconds, lads. Let us go get another drink. I'll be 2 seconds. Bottle of water, as always. You know me, lads. Right, let's get back on with these messages, boys. 7 minutes till Newcastle kick off. Let's go. Jacob Brown, I think that was the one, mate. I played for Chelsea's youth. Oh no, I think I do know now. I do know. I swear it was Brown with an E though. How many random messages am I putting in your chat? God knows, Jake, mate. I genuinely think if we didn't lose Tonali, we would have been in the Champions League. I mean, probably. Oh, you know how highly I rate Tonali. What a footballer, man. That man didn't get us started. What a football. That's all I'm going to say. What a footballer, man. Unrealistic, but I love Morris to sign us. Nah, I know what you mean. It is a bit unrealistic. We could get him. We could pay the money for him. We could pay his wages, but I think he's kind of took that Saudi money now. He's sort of engaged with the culture in Saudi Arabia, and he just probably wants to settle down there, if I'm being honest. Time zone. That was probably from a while ago. Do you know what it is? That last Christmas song for Jason Tindall, they actually sang that for Bruno Guimaraes at Leicester. What game was? Oh, the one I was on about before. That was Leicester 3-0 away on Boxing Day. That was class. Kvaratskhelia is one of the best in the world. Oh, he's unbelievable, mate. He actually is. Can you explain why Newcastle's been parking the bus lately? Do you think it's injuries? I think it's just because Eddie Howe knows we're with the injuries and the fatigueness, which I hate using that narrative now, honestly. It's so overused. It's becoming a bit of an excuse, and I really don't like to say it, but it is a very big fact. I just don't like mentioning it. But I think Eddie Howe knows in the latter stages of the game, with the amount of games we've played, we can't really compete with the physical endings of the game. God forbid when we play Manchester City, because they are the absolute masters of grinding teams down in the last minute. Do you know how Garanqual's doing? I don't believe he's actually doing too good, unfortunately, mate. I don't believe he is. I think his team's near the relegation zone in the Dutch League. FC Volendam, that is, of course. I don't think he's doing too good, which is never great to hear, because, of course, his last loan spell at Hearts wasn't too great either. We need to get him out somewhere very good. if needs be, we should have sent him back out to Australia. I mean, what difference is the Scottish League? I hate the Scottish League, honestly. I like Rangers, but the Scottish League for me, it's such an absolute poor league. You've got Celtic and Rangers, two powerhouses in their own league, do half decent in Europe, in the Europa League, that is, they're no good in the Champions League respectively, but I hate that, honestly. There's like 2,000 and 1,000, 3,000 attendances in the teams below, excluding like Hibs, Hearts, who else is there? Aberdeen, and then just a few more, but honestly, I'm really not a fan of the Scottish League in general. I'm buzzing when my ma showed the video. Oh, no problem, mate, no problem. I haven't watched Jane and Sancho much, but I wouldn't mind him in Newcastle. Do you know what it is? I said that and people were saying, no, because of his attitude problem. Well, look at Anthony Gordon. Prime example we've got on our hands there. Bernardo was so good. Oh, he is so good, isn't he? See you later, Ben, mate. Rangers Celtic every day. Well, watch, I don't actually know, mate. It's on some sort of American stream, I do believe. Right. Let's take a look. Wait, is Newcastle... Don't tell us Newcastle. Oh, no. Don't say I've just seen that for a reason. Isn't Newcastle's not playing in the blue kit, are they? They're not playing in the blue kit, are they? Wait, what? I swear I've just seen something that said... Blue kit, I mean green kit. I swear I've just seen something... No, it's not. Don't worry about that, lads. I swear I've just seen something that said we're playing in the green kit there. Let's buy Branthwaite for 30 or 50 million. I think he'd probably go for a bit more than that, mate. I mean, up and coming. Already plays for an English club. Proved himself there. He's a very good player, Jared Branthwaite. He's got the height on him as well. Local to the North East, actually, as well, which we know he doesn't support Newcastle. He actually supports Carlisle. But he's a very, very good player, by the way, Jared Branthwaite. I would adore him to come to Newcastle. Like we already know, English, tall, under 23 years old, I believe he might be 21, 22, 23, one of the three. I'm just watching the Newcastle fans. Yeah, that away end is absolutely class. I really wish I could have went. West Ham beat Man United 2-0, I do know, but Jared Branthwaite would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't he? Game's about to kick off, yeah. Come on, Newcastle. Let's get some coke down the hatchet for good luck. Oh, as you know, lads, I know I might be a bit late, as always. I mean, come on, I'm through my Xbox, and then 2 apps on my Xbox, and then I'm streaming as well. I think I'll only be like 20, 30 seconds late, hopefully. It's what I was last time. I think it was like 15 seconds late. But the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save you from tears, I'll give it to Jason Tyndall. Yeah, what do you think sounds better? I'll give it to Jason Tyndall or I'll give it to Bruno Guimaraes. I think it sounds better, Bruno. I mean, it was the original one as well. Come on. I'm just checking my phone to see if there's any updates on the game. No. Joselu and Jose Perez are balling out in La Liga. They actually are, and you know me with Perez. I mean, do you know what? I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. Absolute baller, man. I loved him, me. I seriously did love him. Nearly time for kick-off, boys. Come on. Just about a minute. You're drinking coke as well. Lush. Lush. How are, boys? Get these ads over and done with. Want to see the match. Perez headers was some... Perez, he was good at... Do you know what it was? Perez with headers, there was always some sort of deflection before he scored the header. Whether it like bounced off someone or coming from a set piece and then someone flicked it and then he flicked. He was a very technical player, Perez. Like, he was... I don't know why our fan base hated him so much. But they all said, oh, we don't like him because he left with Leicester when he said he wanted to go to Spain. So what? We were an absolute embarrassment of a club back then. Leicester were... At the time, they were high and flying. I mean, I think they won a Premier League, so... I don't blame him whatsoever. I mean, he deserved better than the club as well. And he did get some stick from the fans when he was one of the better players as well. So he deserved to leave, in my opinion. Might have to have a... I didn't want to say that, but fair enough, fair enough. However, boys, let's get this game kicked off. I'll give it to Bruno Guimaraes. Big hopes today, boys. Last score prediction. I'm going to lock it in for Newcastle. Very, very last one. I'm going Newcastle. I'm going Luton Town 1. Newcastle United 2. It's going to be a very compact game. Luton are going to absolutely what's the word? They are going to absolutely prioritise the set pieces. They will as well. They'll drop every single ball onto Martin Dubravka's head. They are going to go out for it. They know that we're going to be knackered. They don't have European football, of course. They are out with the Carabao Cup. I do believe, I don't know who knocked them out. Did they get knocked out off Gillingham? I don't actually know. But, aye. Big game for Newcastle today. Just about to kick off, yeah. I'll end up getting you banned one day, and actually you probably will. Lewis Mile, we're playing in this kit, yeah, lads. Third kit. So, thank God we're not going to get cursed again. Perez and Rondon, Messi and Suarez, get on. Josh, you're my favourite TikToker / YouTuber. Thank you very much. Lads, it's just about to kick off. Without further ado, hit the like button on the video. I'm about to start the timer. How are the boys? It looks so weird, us playing at this ground, by the way. Do you know what? Right, it's kicked off. People sort of slate grounds like this, right? Let's be real. I'm going to be real, right? It is a hole, but I love that for some sort of reason. It gives back old football vibes. This is some sort of ground I'd absolutely adore to be at. It's not modernised. The ticket's on 50 quid. Do you know what I mean? It's what I love. It's proper football for the fans. I adore it, me. Got to go. I'm missing the games. See you later, mate. I'll try. Rather you didn't. Nah, true, mate. There we go, though, boys. 30 seconds in. We've kicked off at Kenilworth Road. We're playing out from the back. There's the Newcastle fans in the background there. Very, very good to see. Callum Wilson already being held back. Sean Longstaff with the ball now. We're already in the final third. Luton Town players being a bit aggressive then. There's no free kick for Newcastle. I think that probably should have been a free kick. He was held back by I think that was Sambi Lakonga. I don't actually know. I couldn't say there. But Alfie Doughty's on the ball now for Luton Town. Let's get straight into this, boys. I'm actually extremely excited. I don't know why. It's a new team to take off to play. Fingers crossed, a new team to beat. Hopefully 3 points off the board. Finally an away win. Let's get this over and done with, please, boys. A ball goes into the box and it's not tucked down by Lascelles straight, the Luton player, but it is headed away, or not headed away, cleared away by the Newcastle players. Luton still got the ball. Yeah, do you know what it is with Luton? They're probably going to have the majority of the ball in this game. I would like Newcastle to sort of dominate it. God forbid, if we go 1-0 up and we hold back against Luton. Nah, didn't. I don't know if this is just me, right, but I can see, I don't want to sound a bit technical here, but this ground looks very sloped. Newcastle are going the opposite way, so of course, second half, it looks like we're going down. Oh my God. Luton Town, they've just had a very, very good chance there, by the way. Balls come into the box. I think that's Brown who I actually said I didn't know. That's why you never, ever slag off a Premier League player. I was being respectful, though. A ball come into the box by number 30. Not tracked by Shaw, but Jamal Lascelles just takes it away. Very, very well done by Jamal Lascelles there. That could have been an early goal for Luton. However, 2 minutes in, they do have a corner. They're already on the not counter-attack. They're already on the attack. Luton there. I said before the game, these are going to be no mugs into this game. Luton to whip the corner in, yeah. Number 43, Alfie Doughty. Who do you think will score the first goal? I've got a feeling it's going to be someone unusual, like a Bruno or a Trippier or a Shaw or a Dan Burn. Ball comes in the box, headed straight away by Lascelles. Picked straight up by the back of the Luton player. It's not went out. He's headed in the box and away by Lascelles again. Great little 3-minute cameo by Lascelles already. I mean, he's cleared about 3 balls, 2 headers away. But Luton have got the ball with Sambi Lakonga, yeah. Just outside of the box on the left-hand side. I think that's Elijah Adebayo trying to cut in. He's in the penalty box now. He's done 2 of the players. He's put it in. And Luton have missed a golden chance yet again. Their Newcastle players stopped for some reason. I think it's offside. It's offside. Wow, Luton's already kind of in the game already. Look, I expected them to put up a fight, but 3 minutes in, Luton's given us a game here, may I just say. Elijah Adebayo's on the side of the box. Look, I don't want to put it down on Kieran Trippier, but Christ, he went past Trippier like it was absolutely nothing. I went past Trips like he was nothing. Trips didn't put up a fight whatsoever. Give it a Brown. Very, very good save by Martin Dubravka, and then a follow-up by Adebayo. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if it was offside because half of the players seemed to stop, but the Luton players were carried on. We've only met Luton once in past 2000, of course, and it was an FA Cup in 2018. Luton's back here now with number 19. He shoots, and it's a save by Martin Dubravka. Lads, Luton's got the threshold here. I don't like to say this. We need to turn this around. I believe we will. Fingers crossed we can go back to it always, but coming from the left-hand side, Brown shot yet again, and Martin Dubravka's had a save. Newcastle's just took a goal kick there, and now they're doing a clap for Tom Lockyer. Hopefully he can get well soon, mind, but I I didn't want to clap for the entire minute on a live stream, but fingers crossed they can get well. It's never ever great to hear about a football player going down like that, especially when he's so crucial to Luton as well. Not only is it a big miss for them sentimentality-wise, but he's a fantastic player as well for them, isn't he? I mean, he is their captain, so fingers crossed he's all okay. I think he's actually in hospital now, which... not in hospital. I think he's actually sort of recovering from whatever state he was. Fingers crossed he's okay, lads. Fingers crossed. Why does pasta take forever? I don't even know, lads. I actually don't even know. Anyways, Newcastle, it's not actually showing the game yet. It's still showing the clap. This is going to be up in 5 seconds on my screen. Well done. Newcastle fans obviously participating as well. Get well soon, Tom Lockyer, please, mate. Luton back on the ball now, though. Still, yet again, Luton are dominating this game. Well recovered by Lewis Miley there. Longstaff. Wilson's holding the ball up. He's getting dragged there. We've still got the ball, though. He's had to play it off. Bruno. Oh, he's just top class, isn't he, Bruno? To Gordon. Is that Gordon playing in it? No. He's just dropped back there. I thought that was Gordon playing in the striker role, but... most certainly not. 5 minutes in still. Jamal Lascelles now playing to Bruno. Bruno's sitting deep here. We need to get him to dictate the play in this game. We seriously do. Dubravka kicks it along to Dan Burn. Heads it straight back to Fabian Shaw. If there's one man to pick a ball out from the defence, it's Fabian Shaw. Lovely play by Lewis Miley there to get it to Dan Burn. Gordon now. Heavy touch. Wins the ball back though, and it's contested again, and a very good tackle by Anthony Gordon. He wins the ball back twice. It was his own error if he lost it, but he's made up for it. Trippier's got the ball now. And it's straight with Luton player, unfortunately. Miggy wins the ball back. Luton's kept it in. I said this was going to be a scrappy game. I said in the match preview this was going to be a scrappy game. And wow, it's turned out just to be. That's still 0-0 6 minutes in, yeah. Luton, I know it's 6 minutes in. I don't want to big them up too much because, of course, I support Newcastle. But Luton have had the best share of chances. They've had the best share of the game so far. I don't want to be too negative, but this right now it looks like it's been Luton's game. I mean, these are dictating the play. It looks like we're going for a 5 in midfield, out of position again, maybe. Newcastle's won the ball back there, though. Bruno's got it now. We are in Luton's half, yeah. Lewis Miley looks to progress on, and he's played it back, unfortunately. Bruno, Burn now back to Lewis Miley. Come on, lads. Good little shimmy by Miley there. Fantastic ball at Kieran Trippier. Come on, pick something out of the box. Come on. Trippier kind of beat the first man. Look, I didn't want to be too negative on Trips, because obviously we know what's happening, but he's played an absolute stink, and he's just been sent there again. Ball comes out with the right-hand side now. This currently looks like it was a bad call to start Kieran Trippier. As it stands right now, Miggy picks the ball back up. We need to spread out here, like. Longstaff plays it straight with a Luton player. We need to get out here, lads. Come on. Luton with the ball now in the final third. Joshua the goal. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Newcastle has got a goal kick here. Luton are proper pressing Newcastle here. We aren't dealing with them whatsoever. Yet again, I know it's not even 10 minutes in, but it looks like they are. Well, it doesn't look like it. They are the better team so far. 110%. Like mentioned, Newcastle do have a goal kick here. Christ, I would love to be in this away end, man. That would be unbelievable. Martin Dubravka now sends the ball forward. Absolutely launches it. Bell clears straight to Bruno though. Come on, let's progress with it, lads. Stop looking back. Great ball at Callum Wilson. Great 1-2 with Gordon, but he can't get it off, unfortunately. Come on, we need to be clinical in this game. It doesn't look like Luton with the 5 back. We can kind of chop it down yet. I'm saying we can't kind of chop it down yet. They look structured very, very well. Look very well drilled, especially with Kaminsky in goal as well. This is going to be a very tough game for Newcastle. If we win this game by more than 2 goals, I'll genuinely be very, very happy. I seriously will. Josh, do you think that Eddie Howe will treat the derby as a Premier League game? He's got to prioritise it, mate. No, I know Eddie Howe shot outside the box yard by Luton and it's blocked by Newcastle player. I'll get onto that question in a second. Luton still got the ball. Now it's on the left-hand side. One whipped in the box by Doughty. Looking at the back post, but it can't reach Adebayo. I think that is. No, it's not. It's Cabot. And it is out. It is out. Right, so what I was going to say is... He's got to prioritise the derby, Eddie Howe. I know sometimes Eddie Howe likes to have a broad head on him and he does some unusual stuff, which does necessarily turn out to be the better of what we normally want, but there's no questions about it. We will have to prioritise the derby, no matter if anyhow's like, oh well, we can't prioritise it, we've got an important game in the Premier League, we've got Man City the game before, blah 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 blah. No, you have to prioritise that game. It's as simple as, we need the bragging rights. We haven't beaten them for 6 games in a row. Ever since I've been conscious of supporting Newcastle United, last time we played them, I was 8 or 9. We have to get this bragging rights back to prove that we are the better team. If they beat us or even hold us to a draw at the Stadium of Light, it's a win for them. So we can't embarrass ourselves. I don't care what anyone thinks. We have to prioritise that game. I believe it's another corner for Luton. These are... Miggy Almiron had the ball. Alfie Doughty's just took it straight off him. It is a corner for Luton. Jamal Lascelles put it out of play. Jamal Lascelles has been rock solid so far. 2 corners for Luton to Newcastle United's 0 so far. Alfie Doughty's looking to whip this, and it's going to be an outswinger. I said he was a very, very good set-piece specialist, and these are going to capitalise on every single set-piece as well, this lot. The ball's getting whipped in the box here. Whipped in by Doughty. Gets to the first man, but it can't get anywhere. Doughty whips it back in. And it's away, but I think it is offside. It is offside. Newcastle have got a free kick, yeah. Come on, lads. We need to get into the string of things, yeah. This is a game, right? Oh, anyhow, screaming from the sidelines. This is a game where it looks like we're not going to... Spurs has beaten Everton 1-0. Not the best of results for us. I'll check the league table right now. But this is a game where, if we can't create anything, this is where Alexander Isak comes on and changes the game. It seriously is, right. The standings in the Premier League right now, Newcastle United are 6th. West Ham, we are on level points with them. Of course, we've got a very big goal difference ahead of them. We are 2 points ahead of Manchester United. Of course, if we win this game, we'll go 4 points ahead of them. So it is a big game for Newcastle. And a win is needed for Newcastle as well. We can't keep the ball. It doesn't look like we can, mate. It doesn't look like we can. Oh, my God. I think Andros Townsend has just shot there, right? And the ball's went onto the roof. And it's fell into like a hole in the roof. Their stadium. Do you know what? I love it, but it's an absolute tip, like, isn't it? That is class. You know, Andros Townsend's took a shot from outside the box. It falls into a hole in the stadium. Christ almighty. Hey. Ball sent long by Martin Dubravka there. Sambi Lokonga picks it up yet again. Newcastle's wasting every single goal kick we've had so far. Not that we can generically create something out of it, but every single one has went to a Luton player, I do believe. Probably bar one. Ball come forward there. Jamal Lascelles. Fabian Shaw picks it up very, very well. Well done there. Bruno's got the ball and he passes back yet again. A lot of backwards passes from our midfielders. We need to get forward. Luton are limiting us very, very well. Kieran Trippier with the ball now. Come on, Trips. Get up, son. He does, and he plays a very good ball to Bruno in the midfield area, though. And Bruno looks to switch it out wide to Miggy Almiron, but he's not getting any more forward. It's back to Trippier. And now it's back to Jamal Lascelles. Come on, lads. Let's push up the pitch a little bit more. We need to create something in this game. It's going to be tight as against these. It actually is. Second half, I don't know if there actually is a slope in their pitch, but it looks like we can take, and we normally do come better second half in most games when we don't sit off, that we can sort of capitalise if that is a slope in the second half. Oh, I didn't realise Townsend has Townsend Jr. on the back of his shirt. I didn't actually ever realise that. Did he have that for Newcastle? I can't remember. Anyways, we've got a throw in here. Very close to the corner flag. Kieran Trippier's taken. He doesn't look right still, Trippier. Like, he doesn't look like the commanding leader that he normally is for Newcastle. Callum Wilson's getting absolutely held yet again. I think they're treating Callum Wilson as a sort of weak side. Yeah, they know mentally he can give the sort of banter, but he can't take it. Anthony Gordon, though, great pass to Miggy just outside the D. Plays it back to Lewis Miley. This is looking better from the lads. Come on, Bruno now. Long ball to Kieran Trippier. Heads it. Straight with Luton defender. Doesn't come to nothing. Longstaff back to Trippier. Come on, make this one work, Trips. Lovely ball to Lascelles. Longstaff in the box now. Longstaff took it again. Come on. Lewis Miley. Oh, Miggy. Callum Wilson. Oh, that was so close to a Newcastle goal. I think it is a Luton Town free goal kick. Yeah, that was very, very close to a Newcastle goal. With about 3 chances in there. Longstaff probably could have played a better ball there, and it might have been a Newcastle United ball. Pretty poor decision making from Longstaff there. He had a bit of time on his hands as well. Trippier gives the ball to Longstaff. Very good ball by Trips. He cuts it inside, gets blocked. He wins it then back. He's got all the time in the world. A pretty bad pass. He may could have given it to Miggy. He's went to give it to Lewis Miley. A bit too much on it. Unfortunate. Better sign of things to come though. It was blocked by the Luton Town defender. Very, very good block. And then a header by Callum Wilson out. He was way wide. He couldn't have done nothing about it. But Newcastle have won the ball back off a goal kick from Luton Town now. Come on, lads. This is what we like to see. Callum Wilson gets dispossessed by Osho there. Someone's gonna have to prove us right or wrong. Is it Osho or Osho? Honestly, I do not know. But Newcastle do have a throw in here. There's Rob Edwards. He's done a very, very good job for Luton, mind. I mean, come on. It's not like he's had 30, even 40, 50 million to spend. People were saying these were destined for the bottom points drop in total. I mean, no one's going to break that record in history, I don't believe. Goal kick sent long here by Kaminski. I don't know how that was a goal kick. I swear that was just a throw-in. Bruno Guimaraes recoups the ball. Gives it to Dan Burn, who's playing more of a centre-back role now, and he's back to left-back. Now Bruno Guimaraes, he's going to look to send it along. Don't play it back, Bruno. He has played it back. Back to Jamal Lascelles. Luton are limiting us very, very well here, may I just add. Every single option, they've got a man covering them. I don't know how they are doing that so well. They look extremely well drilled. I mean, they're going to be up for it. But Christ, this lot are very, very underrated. I mean, they've took the game to every single team they've played so far recently. Well won back by Miggy there. A long kick sent by Dubravka, I believe it was. Went to a Luton Town defender, but Miggy's won it back. Gordon's got the ball now on the left-hand side. Bruno's got a bit of space here. Come on, Bruno, drive. He's driving. However, Bruno, very good decision. Lewis Miley on the edge of the box. Crack it on. He doesn't choose to crack. He gives it to Dan Burn. Looks like we're going for the wing play here. Gordon back to Dan Burn. Back to Gordon. He's on the left-hand side. He cuts in. He was tackled there. That probably was a foul, but he's played on. The referee hasn't played advantage. Bruno with the ball now. Just creeping close out of the box every single time we've got a chance. Miggy Almiron. Now with Bruno. And Luton Town have pushed all the way back to our own half yet again. We were near enough the D. Yeah, full credit to Luton. So far, these have been exceptional. Unfortunate little through ball there. That was a very, very good idea from Longstaff, but didn't come off, unfortunately. Thomas Kaminski sends it long. Recouped by Trips. Bruno's got it. Plays it back to Fabian Shaw. How will you watch it? Mate, I've said like 5 times, but honestly, I get muddled up every single time. Someone in the chat might let you know, but honestly, I've said it about 10 times. You know, I can't even remember every single time. Little bit of command in there from Trips. That's what we like to say. You are the leader in this team, mate. Come on, you need to be commanding this team properly. Bruno Guimaraes. Played it back to Shaw. Yet again, these are limiting us extremely well. I don't know how this game's going to end up. That's a foul there on Anthony Gordon. Referees played on. And Gordon's absolutely crunched again. No foul. Newcastle's still got the ball, though. Bruno plays a very ropey ball to Jamal Lascelles, but there's no danger whatsoever. He's got that easily. Plays it back to Shaw. Now at Burn. Wow. Luton Town's drilled exceptionally well here, like. I'm just checking my phone for the rest of the scores. 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur against Chelsea, lads. It is 2-0. Not good for Newcastle. I mean, not exactly punishing on the season, but it's halfway through the games now, isn't it? It's just about... I mean, would rather Everton win would for our place in the league anyways. Newcastle is still near about our own goal, our own box, by the way. We're all in our own box now with Martin Dubravka. What kind of play around these? Dan Burn on the ball. Callum Wilson. Sean Longstaff to Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, lovely by Bruno. That's absolutely fantastic. Dummy's one of them. Miggy now to Lewis Miley. And he turns. Fantastic by Miley there. Longstaff now. Longstaff plays it out wide to Trips. Come on, Trips. Get one of these in the box. Doesn't look like he's going to, and he doesn't. He gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. Back to Trippier. And we've played it back yet again. I don't know if I can even be angry about this, but Luton have played very well. Shaw's driving very well here, though. Great pass he's picked out with Anthony Gordon. Gordon in the box. It's a good ball. Wilson goes for the overhead kick. Miggy shoots. Bruno! Oh, great block by Luton Town defender there. It's a corner for Newcastle. Luton Town are putting their life on the line here. That could have been a very, very good goal from Bruno there. Another block by Luton. These are genuinely putting their life on the line. I mean, the blocks that these lot are making, Christ almighty. Wilson went for the overhead kick. Miggy went for it. And it looks like one of the Luton Town players has hurt himself from actually blocking it. Has he? I think that barely touched him. Actually, don't know. I think that barely touched him. Actually, don't know. Right, so it's just come up on my phone. Newcastle's claiming a penalty. I don't believe we are. I don't think there was anything in that whatsoever. Anyways, Newcastle's got a corner here. Anthony Gordon and Kieran Trippier takes it very close. Back to Anthony Gordon. Come on, lads. This is much better. Straight in the box. Oh, what a save by Thomas Kaminski. Jesus Christ. Oh no, that's a golden chance for Newcastle. I said before the game, Thomas Kaminski is a very good goalkeeper. People were saying, oh, he plays for Luton, he's not that good. That is an unbelievable save from Thomas Kaminski. Wow. Great ball in the box by Anthony Gordon. Absolute pitch perfect. Wilson, there's nobody on him. He's literally free. There's not a man on him. There's no one touching him. There's no one tapping his shoulder. There's no one around him. There's someone marking Dan Burn next to him, but there's no one on Callum Wilson. And he misses. Very good save by the goalkeeper, but he probably should have done a bit better there. Anyways, ball goes into the blocks by Kieran Trippier again. We're on the right-hand side now. It's going to be an outswinger out by Kieran Trippier. Dan Burn at the back post. Can't get there. It's going to be another corner for Newcastle. It's a goal kick for Luton. That is a golden chance missed there by Newcastle. Wow, what a save by Thomas Kaminski. But I say what a save. It was probably a worse miss than it was a good save. This is what I said about needing to be clinical in these sort of games, especially against Luton, where we may not get many chances, where Thomas Kaminski is going to be a very good goalkeeper. We need to be clinical. If we're not, it's not our game. It may be harsh to say that, but we need to take our chances, because that was a fantastic save and a pretty promise from Callum Wilson as well. Might have not been able to do anything better from the actual sort of circumstances, but I say that there was no one next to him. There was no one. It was literally the goalkeeper was the closest player to him. Luton's on the ball here now, though. Samuel Konga plays it out wide, just next to the corner flag. Luton are Cabot. He's absolutely filled with pace. Great ball into the box, and Dubravka catches it in midair. Well done, Dubravka. Didn't parry it, didn't knock it out for a daft throw or anything. He's caught it. Well done to Dubravka there. Gordon's dropped extremely deep, and he's got it off Burn. Well, what? I was going to say a good 1-2 by Bruno and Gordon there, but they've lost possession. Sean Longstaff wins the ball back. Lewis Miley now. Little ball between the players to Fabian Schär. Good. Now Bruno. We need to learn how to break out of this press from Luton Town, because at the minute, we're not doing it greatly whatsoever. Anyways, Fabian Schär plays it back to Lewis Miley. Great little ding, but it can't get to Anthony Gordon. Luton Town's got the ball again. Andros Townsend sends a long ball into their striker. I'm sorry, I love football, right? But I barely know any of these names. I only know, I know every single one of the team apart from, two of them. I do sort of, apologise, lads. Great ball through there. Great through ball by Almiron to Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff plays it back to Miggy. Give it to Bruno. He's done just that. Bruno now. Let's play some progressive passes, lads. It's what we want to see. It's what we need to see. Now Dan Burn. Dan Burn to Gordon. Lovely little ball back to Miley, who looks to play it back to Gordon. He doesn't know. He takes two players on by himself. He's going to give it back to Gordon. Very well done. Little chip ball there. Over Andros Townsend in the box. Again by Gordon. Unfortunately, it goes to no one. Gordon's looking a lot better. We haven't seen the fantastic Gordon that we were used to in the start of the season, because he's played so much football games. This looks like a very good Gordon, right? And when he gets that, a 1 week break in the gap of playing, when do we get a one? It's in between Nottingham Forest and Anfield away, I do believe. We get a 1 week rest. Fingers crossed the players can sort of get a rest from that, because these are knackered, man. They actually are. How are you watching it? Can't find any VPN. Oh, lads, I don't know. I mean, I've said it 10 times, but it's through a VPN. I don't know, lads, honestly. It's hard to explain. Throw in here for Luton. It is for Luton, I believe, is it? Oh, lads, it's just come up on my screen. Nottingham Forest have got a red card. Willy Bolly has got a red card. So that means for the next game, it's St James's Park. Of course, that's who we're playing next in, 3 days? 3 days' time? It is in 3 days' time. Boxing Day. Willy Bolly, who is one of their main centre-backs, is out for that game. An even bigger plus for Newcastle. Fantastic. Ball sent long here by Kaminski. Out by Fabian Schär. Very, very well. Oh, was that out by Dan Burn? I'm sure that was Fabian Schär. You can't tell on the telly sometimes, lads. I swear down. Anthony Gordon, Lewis Hall. Who else was there? Matt Ritchie and Sean Longstaff all look this. Maybe not Gordon, but all three of them look the exact same. Luton sent the ball long here. Anthony Gordon, Sean Longstaff. Let's create something. We've created some good chances in the game, but we need to get more shots on target. I believe we've only had 1 or 2 so far. Ball picked out there by Bell. And Alfie Dowdy's recouped the ball. We're pressing a little bit more Newcastle. It's what we need. It's what we actually do need to see. Never mind what we want to see. It's what we do need to see. Good header there by Lascelles. Luton fans are claiming for a free kick. They haven't got it. Ball's still in play. Alfie Doughty on the left-hand side. Driving up the left. Wow. Great pace by Alfie Doughty's. Tripp's going to put a tackle in. Blocked by Trips. I mean, he hit it off him. However, we need to say more of that, like Trips. That was pretty decent. It wasn't out special, but it was pretty decent. Come on. Luton's got another corner. You heard that correctly. Luton's got another corner. I don't know how many they've got, right? It's just been confirmed that they've only got 3. I thought they had a lot more than that. They've got 3 to our 2, which is, of course, an improvement from 2 to our last 0. Luton Town's taking the corner, yeah. 24 minutes and 30 seconds in. Alfie Doughty with the ball now. He's about to whip it in. Martin Dubravka stands tall ahead of Lewis Miley and the rest of them. Yeah, they've got to... I said, ball in the box now. Oh my god. Andros Townsend makes it 1-0 to Luton. You are joking me, you know. Oh no. Look, I know this was going to be a hard game, but Christ almighty, Newcastle, if this is what this is going to turn out to be. Ball comes in from a corner. Oh wait, is it disallowed? Is it disallowed or what? No, I don't think it is going to be. He's holding up the Tom Lockyer shirt now. He was clapping hands with the referee. I don't know what he was doing, but it's 1-0 Luton, lads. It is. Jesus Christ, man. I said in the match preview, I know it's not like the players are going to listen to it, but I literally said, is he not offside there? I think he's onside, actually, to be fair. Well, I don't know if there's going to be VR check, but I think Lewis Miley or Miggy is playing him onside. I don't actually know. It does look offside, but I think he is. I don't know that there hasn't been a VAR check, but... Nah, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's Andros Townsend's first ever goal for Luton as well. Of course, it's against us. Ex-Newcastle United player as well. 1-0 to Luton. They've done it from a corner. Oh my god, man. I literally said before the game, lads, I said that Luton may not get many chances in this game. I mean, first of all, I was wrong there. They've dominated. Well, they've been the better team. But they are going to prioritise the set pieces. What have they done? The first proper chance of winning scored from a set piece. No one's marking Andros Townsend, by the way. There was not one person marking him at the back stick. We can't lose this. We cannot lose this game. If we lose this game, mind, I don't care how positive people want to be. If we lose at Luton away, that's now 9. I believe, correct as if I'm wrong. That is now 9 away games played. 1 win, 2 draws, and 6 losses. It's not good enough. It's seriously not good enough. Dan Burn plays the ball back to Andros Townsend. Yeah, Newcastle's got numbers. Good tackle by Gordon. Jesus Christ, how were, man? Nearly about half an hour and Luton is winning 1-0. Christ almighty. Luton have been the better team, to be fair, mate. I mean, they've dominated. I don't know if they've got more possession. Newcastle have been the better team just before the goal, but for the majority of the game, they've been good. Newcastle's playing well out of possession. Yeah, lads, I do appreciate it if you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please like, I really do appreciate it. We've had 3,200 subscribers. I forgot to mention that as well. Thank you very much, but not very good on the sort of performance base, yeah, so far for Newcastle. I mean, 28 minutes in, Dan Burns with the ball now, plays it back to Fabian Shaw. We need to conjure something up here. Going 1-0 down at the break is something we do not need. Look, it doesn't matter if we win this game 2-1. I said it was going to be a very, very scrappy game. But if we allow Luton to attack and control this game, there's no way in hell we come back in this, by the way. Thank you very much for subscribing, Paul, mate. I do appreciate that. And to every single person as well who's liked as well, I appreciate it all. Dubravka's looking to take the free kick. Yeah, Newcastle are going up in the numbers. Then they know we cannot afford to lose this game. If we lose this game, confidence is going to hit an all-time low. Christ almighty. Lewis Miley, man, unfortunately. Is that who was playing him on? I don't actually know, but if that was playing him on... I know if you're on about who was marking him, Lewis Miley was marking someone else, and no one was marking him. Andros Townsend, anyways, it's going to be a free kick, yeah, for Luton. Nothing come with the free kick. I believe he was offside, aye. Well, I tell you what, I was expecting a hard game from Luton, but I wasn't expecting it to be pretty dominated by them, and that's not even bad to say that. These have genuinely dominated Newcastle. I mean, wow. Do you know what? I'm actually shocked. If we got beat off these, I'd be angry from a Newcastle perspective, but I'd be very sort of happy for Luton. I don't know why the people wrote them off at the start of the season. They've deserved to win this game. For Newcastle, with me, if we deserve to win a game, I want us to lose that game. The players need to learn their lesson. They don't get nothing easy. They get nothing handed to them. They kind of play bad and get a win. Of course, that can happen sometimes with sort of circumstances. But Luton have been the better team here, and they're on the attack yet again. Elijah Adebayo, I believe that's going to be a free kick for Luton. It's not. They've played on because they've got the ball back off Newcastle. Ball here to Ross Barkley. He's going to look at play it outside the box to Sambi Lokonga. Luton are in the final third yet again. Ross Barkley now. These have done a great job this game, Luton, mind. Christ almighty. Amari Bell now back to Ross Barkley. They're playing it back. Newcastle's limiting them in the sort of final third, which is good. Lewis Miley wins the ball back. Now let's make something of it. That is the clearest shirt tuck I've seen in my life. How wear Townsend, man? Can I be doing that? It is a free kick for Newcastle. I was going to say, he just went and grabbed Lewis Miley's shirt like he wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? Christ. Josh is one of the greatest football news presenters. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. You're a mascot against Man United. Class. Terrible defending. We are lively. Too much space and too much time. We need to come back and we're going to lose. But Holly, I fully agree with you. I mean, it's still early doors. Newcastle's got the ball now. Yeah, Miggy's asking for a foul. And it's going to be a goal kick for Newcastle. It wasn't Miggy, it was Sean Longstaff. Christ almighty. We're not creating nothing in the final third, yeah. Why is the game not on Sky Sports? I don't actually know. I genuinely do not know. Josh, I think the lives need to stop. And maybe a very, very bad curse now. That's Brighton we've lost. PSG withdrew in the last second. Spurs we've lost. Everton we've lost. Luton we are losing right now. There's some other ones as well. Bournemouth were lost as well. Borussia Dortmund were lost as well. I'm a very, very bad luck charm on that. I'm annoyed about my result, but good to see you lot losing. Well, I mean, he's lost to West Ham. Get Dubravka out. No, mate, I don't know about yous, but for me, I don't think that was. Maybe Dubravka probably should have. Chelsea as well. Christ almighty, there's another one to add to the list. I don't think Dubravka was fully. He probably was for his a little bit of his decision making. Probably was partially to blame, but I didn't know. Andros Townsend wasn't picked up by anyone at all. Ball sent long by Martin Dubravka now. Chested by Callum Wilson. He's been fouled, Jerry. Callum Wilson gets absolutely battered by the defender's mind. I think there's a sort of mental weak side in Callum Wilson that they know he can't take the ban. He likes to give it, but he can't take it. Start Livramento. I said it before the game. I did kind of say it before the game. I mean, if Eddie Howe's not... That could be another thing. If Eddie Howe's not starting Livramento, this is a sort of... I don't know what the word is. This is a sort of... knock-on effect of not starting Livramento. Probably our second best player of the season, but do we need him? Maybe. If worst comes to worst, if we, unfortunately, Champions League chasing Newcastle need to take a point off relegation scrap and Luton, then so be it, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we're going to get all the players back. Full focus on Nottingham Forest. If we get beat off Luton, and then we get beat off Nottingham Forest, I don't care what you want to say about fatigue and injury. Questions have got to be asked. Not about the manager, of course. If we finish 20th in the Championship, I'd still back Eddie Howe. He's not just creating a football team. He's creating a complete structure at Newcastle from the ground below. I would back him. Even if we lost 10 finals in a row. If we didn't get Champions League for the next 3 years, I would still back Eddie Howe. But questions need to be asked with something if we lose both of them games. Christ almighty. I want Nick Pope back right now. He's probably one of the biggest shots. A fantastic shot there. I don't know who that's by. Wow. Ross Barkley from nowhere even near outside the box. He's probably closer to the halfway line than outside the box. And he hits the bar, nearly ricochets back off Dubravka. That could have been 2-0 to Luton. Newcastle need to sort their act out, yeah. I'm not even joking. That is an unbelievable shot by Ross Barkley. We are extremely lucky that did not hit off the back of Dubravka and go in. It hit off the back of him, but it nearly went in. Christ, if that was 2-0 Luton in 30 minutes, that could have been game over for Newcastle, and I would have been absolutely raging. Josh, if you could just go live when you have City, I'll be at the game, won't I? Ming and Wev on the tune a day, like, when is it not Ming and Wev on in Newcastle, mate? Honestly. Give Karius a chance. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know. Some people have been saying give him his chance for a while now. I think Dubravka was half decent against Fulham. I'd stick with him for that reason. Lewis Miley backs out of a challenge. He wins that one, though. Looked a bit scared going in that challenge, Lewis Miley. I mean, he is 17 years old. That is unfortunately going to come into concept, but he needs to man up there. Ball to Lewis. Nah, it's not picked up. And tied out. I'm not even speaking anyways. Ross Barkley's got the ball now in the midfield area. Newcastle are looking to press, but we can't break it down. This is a very, very sloppy game from Newcastle. Ball here by Fabian Shaw. Just, lads, let's do something with it. Straight back to Jamal Lascelles now. To Sean Longstaff, who plays it at Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier gives it away yet again. Look, I don't want to put it down on Kieran Trippier, but he's been very bad this game. Like, I think the amount of balls he's given away. Long ball sent by Thomas Kaminski. Straight to a Luton Town player. Very good distribution by him. Ross Barkley is running forward with the ball now. Newcastle's not putting a foot in. Newcastle's not putting a foot in. Oh my God. They've still got the ball here. Ball in the box now. Jamal Lascelles sends it out. He's dribbling well for it. He's got anyone to pass to. What's going on? Yeah, that could have easily been 2-0 to Luton. If Elijah Adebayo had his shooting boots on there, I could have scored that chance. A ball straight through our centre-backs. Elijah Adebayo's through on goal. Doesn't take his chance, unfortunately, for Luton. And it should have been 2-0. It probably could have been 3-0 to Luton in 35 minutes. Sort your act out, Newcastle out. This isn't good enough. This isn't good enough whatsoever. We'll just reiterate this, yeah. Ross Barkley sends a fantastic ball through Fabian Shaw and Dan Burn. Dan Burn caught weak defensively yet again. Great save by Martin Dubravka. And sort your act out, man, lads. Christ. Oh, nice to hear that, Millie. Thank you. We should bring our loan players back. Maybe. Why hasn't Howe give Trippier a rest? I didn't actually know, mate. If it was anyone, I would rather give Trippier a rest for his mental side as well and then play Livermental, who, in my opinion, currently, Livermental was absolutely miles clear of Kieran Trippier. On form and versatility-wise as well, he's unbelievably clear of him at the minute. Overall, it is obviously Kieran Trippier, just for right now, currently. Next season, that may change. Who do we think we should buy in January? I've said it before and I'll always say it is. Lascelles is down here, may I just add. Lascelles is down here. We have got Sven Botman and Alex Murphy on the bench for centre-back options. And Paul Dummett as well. Lascelles was limping there when he had the ball. That's not a good look for Newcastle. No, you shouldn't sack Eddie Howe. It's similar with the real United. We shouldn't sack Ten Hag. Ten Hag doesn't manage Newcastle. What are you going on about? I have no what you mean, mate. Anyways, Sven Botman is warming up here. I don't know if Alexander Isak's coming on. It looks like Alexander Isak's coming on in the 35th minute. I do not know. But Sven Botman is definitely coming on. He looks absolutely like he doesn't want to play. He's just had a big huff there. It's not what we like to see. But Sven Botman is on. He's entering the pitch now. However, Svensson, we're not going to concede anymore when you're on the pitch. He's an absolute brick wall, this lad. Like, try and come up with defence now, Luton. Try and come up with defence now. Think Lewis Hall should be given a proper chance. 110% I stand by that. I mean, what more's you got to do? Seriously. Lewis Miley has come off. Look, I didn't think Lewis Miley's played well whatsoever. Probably is the right decision. Unfortunately, I thought Luton would have been the kind of game, respectively, of course, he is only 17 years old, where he would be absolutely outstanding, played great against Chelsea, Man United, but against Luton, he hasn't really done that. Unfortunately, of course, I would like to see him do fantastic. That doesn't need to be mentioned. I'm not taking no out of context. Midfield non-existent, I agree. Lewis Hall and Tino Livramento. Well, I think Tino's just sort of rested for this game. I think he's wanted to put his faith back in Kieran Trippier. Eddie Howe likes to do things like that sometimes. When the fans want, like, Tino Livramento or start one Trippier rested for the mental side, Eddie Howe's the type of man to be like, no, we're getting Trippier's mental side sort of by playing him in this game. That's what he's done. Hasn't worked out so far because Trippier's been, respectively, very, very bad. You're going to say, why don't you play Lewis Hall left back and Tino Livramento right back? I don't actually know. I mean, Lewis Hall's barely played any minutes. In an injury crisis where we are so fatigued, why is Lewis Hall not playing? It needs to be said, lads. It needs to be said. Christ almighty. Newcastle with the throw in in one half. I do believe Luton Town's got... No, it's a Luton Town throw, and Cabot takes it. Osho, I'm still probably going to be bushing. I'll say Osho the whole game, and it'll be Osso. I say Osso the whole game, and it's going to be Osho. I'm just sticking with Osho, okay, lads? Anyways, Bell's on the ball now. Nearly won back by Miggy. And Alexander Isak looks like he's playing as a number 10. He's not playing as a striker. He's not playing as a winger. He's playing as a number 10. So I think we are going 4-2-3-1. Bruno and Longstaff as the DMs. A 3 in Gordon, Isak, and Miggy. And then obviously Callum Wilson up top. Callum Wilson's done now in this game. He's missed a sitter, actually. maybe should have kept Miley on and then swapped Wilson out for Isak, but free kick for Newcastle. Bruno was tucked down by Sambi Lokonga. It's very much a free kick. I don't know what he's shouting about. He's elbowed him in the back. Free kick for Newcastle. Fifth Newcastle United player. Self-explanatory, mate. It's Sandro Tonali every single day, twice on a Sunday, 3 times on a Wednesday. Honestly, absolute fantastic player. It's so unfortunate that I do get a favourite player and he gets banned for 10 months. I mean, honestly, you can't rate my luck, by the way. I have the worst luck in the world. Do you watch Wilson and Antonio podcast? No, don't really like podcasts, mate. I'm just not in that sort of watching a video which is like 2 hours long. It's not really for me. Anyways, Newcastle have a pretty dangerous free kick. Yeah, it's not going to be taken as a sort of set piece. It's in the box and Lascelles. Fabian Shaw gets a shot off target, unfortunately. It's a goal kick for Newcastle. Fabian Shaw's claiming for a corner, but it's not going to be a corner for Newcastle. Why is Miley off and all Lascelles injured? I think Miley he kind of sort of grasped the concept of this game, mate. It's a very, very physical game. With all due respect to Miley, he's 17 years old. He's a very skinny lad, like myself, skinny lad, 17 years old. I don't think he has the physical capability of playing in this game. With all due respect to him, I mean, he's a fantastic player. It's sad that I have to justify myself like that, you know, like when people say, why is Miley off? And I have to say, it's because he's not physical enough. I have to justify myself and say, because he's 17-year-old, blah, 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 blah. I should just have to say one thing. And people take things out of context so much, like, oh, you don't back Miley. Shut up, man. Honestly. Anyway, shots on goal. Luton have had 3. Newcastle have had 1. Luton have had 39% possession. Newcastle United have had 61. Wow. Unbelievable. Luton have had 29%, sorry. Or whatever way around that was. Andros Townsend with the ball. Sambi Lokonga now, he plays it out wide. Gordon did foul him there. It hasn't been called back for a foul, or Ross Barkley. Set in the DM area. He's been a very good DM for Luton today. Very good ball to Alfie Doughty on the left-hand side. Well won back by Trips. He's trying to hold him back. He's got away from Trippier. Elijah Adebayo's got the ball outside the box now. He blocks. Andros Townsend, it's blocked again. Andros Townsend again shoots, and Dubravka has to save yet again. Our defence genuinely looks very, very invisible. I don't know what it is, lads, but our defence looks invisible. It genuinely does. That's not even it's not even sort of a downer. I say that. It just looks very, very invisible. I don't know why. Anyways, Dubravka has got to make it safe yet again. Dan Burns with the ball now, played out by Dubravka. About 4 minutes left. Callum Wilson's getting pulled back yet again. Sean Longstaff with the ball. Plays it at Miggy Almiron. Almiron, we've got to do something here. The ball's went to Isak, of course. We've know he's just come back fit. He's lost the physical battle there. Is that going to be thrown for Luton on Newcastle? It's for Newcastle. Dan Burn to take. Dan Burn has took Bruno now. And we have finally got Botman at the back. Isaac in attack. And what did I just say? Bruno in the middle, Botman at the back, and Isaac in the attack. Finally, we've got the spine of Bruno, Isak, and Botman in this game. Fantastic. I mean, against Luton, you would expect a win with those sort of 3 players. Anyways, Fabian Shaw will look to send this ball inside of the box. He doesn't. He plays it short of Bruno. Shaw then drives forward. He dummies Elijah Adebayo. Well done. Isak on the ball now. Lovely little... He's absolute quality, Isak, isn't he? Miggy's free. Miggy's free for a shot now. Outside the box, and it's over the bar. Christ almighty. I says we need to be... Why does Miggy do that after every single shot? Gee, Miggy skies the ball every single time, and every single time he misses, he goes... Lad, how you do it every single time here. You haven't lost the World Cup final. You just need to be more clinical. Does it every single time, Miggy, man. Christ almighty. When is Anderson back? I do actually not know, mate. Longstaff is not physical. Miley is. Right. No, look, with all due respect, Miley isn't physical enough for this game. That's obviously why he got brought off. I mean, he was literally proven. I'm not saying that myself. It was proven in this game. That's why he was brought off. But I want to reiterate as well, lads, that there was a red card in the Nottingham Forest game, which was Willie Bowley, their centre-back, who, of course, will be out for the Boxing Day game when they travel to St James's Park at 12:30 in the afternoon. Our chances have boosted even more. 17th place, currently, I believe it is. Nottingham Forest. They might have went up because they are currently drawn to Bournemouth 0-0. That game has got to be ours. If we didn't win that game at home, Christ almighty, something's got to be asked, you know. 43 minutes and 45 seconds played as I'm speaking right now. Let's get one back before the half-time whistle, please. We don't want to go Into half-time, it's a free kick for Luton here. We don't want to go into half-time while sort of being a goal down, do you know what I mean? Longstaff falls over after a push. Well, that's not sort of physicality judged, mate. It's obviously sort of trying to get a foul for the team, a technical foul. Miley, I've noticed with Miley, of course, he probably is still a bit nervous. He doesn't sort of argue with the referees or go down after an out, which is good. It's not really what I want to see from footballers, but sometimes, annoyingly, you do have to kind of get that tactical foul for the team and fall over, even if it does make you look a bit like a crybaby, like what Gordon used to do at Everton. Does it sometimes a bit, which is what we really do need. We need him to get that foul in the tight areas for Newcastle. Newcastle look to play out of a tight area. Miguel Almiron stops running for some reason and loses the ball. He could have got that. He nearly got it. Stopped running for about 2 seconds there. Long ball sent there by Bell, I believe that was, to Gabo on the right-hand side. Can't get the ball past Dan Burn. Dan Burn cuts him. He chops him. Well done there. Gordon's running with the ball now. It's a one-on-one with Kamari Bell. Kamari Bell, don't even know if that's his first name. I'm saying Kamari Bell. And Luton Town have won. Fantastic tackle by the defender there. Andros Townsend. And Luton have probably got more numbers than Newcastle in this attack. It's probably about even now with Bruno getting back. Townsend whips it into the box. Headed out by Sven Botman. How reliable, man. How reliable. Alexander Isak now plays it back. Oh, Christ almighty. This is... We are playing Luton Town here, you know. We are playing Luton Town, not Barcelona. Why on earth are we so on the back foot, man? Callum Wilson with the ball inside of the box. Plays it to... There was no one in the box. Don't know why he played that ball. Just went to knee one. And it's a throw-in for Newcastle. Yari Chara, mate. What happened with Lascelles and Miley? Well, Lascelles got injured and Miley just wasn't adapting well enough for the game. So that's why he got took off. I really did want to lose against these, mind. Look, all due respect to them. I like the way they've doubted everyone wrong of the football they've played. But how, man... It's only the first half, I guess, but Christ almighty, this hasn't been good from Newcastle. We've been in control for the latter stage of this first half. We can't say that, though. Dan Burn with the ball plays it back to Sven Botman. If there is now one man to pick out a ball from the back, it is Botman and Fabian Shaw. Them two playing aside each other, that's what I love to see. Alexander Isak absolutely does Bell. Tries to play through ball, he loses it. Lovely little touch there. Back to Bruno, back to Isak. Now with Miggy. This is what we like to see, boys. Fabian Shaw whips it into the box. It's a low ball, doesn't get anywhere. That's out there by Osho. Fabian Shaw wins the aerial battle, but it's straight back, and Bruno's won the ball back there. Yet again, this is a complete tussle by the two players here. This is a complete scrappy game, as I said in my match preview, as it stays in the title of the match preview. A scrappy game awaits, and it's been just that. Botman now to Fabian Shaw. Fabian Shaw to Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier has been anonymous for this game. When he's been called upon, he hasn't been too great either. Maybe starting Livramento was probably the better call, but yet again, I do kind of understand the reasons for dropping him because he has played so many games. But Kieran Trippier has played very many games as well. Of course, he's 33 years old. Great ball there through Alexander Isak, and it's well tucked back there. I believe that's by Bell. I don't actually know. Callum Wilson is arguing with Thomas Kaminski now. I don't know what Callum Wilson's doing, mind. What on earth is he doing? See, this is what I'm liking about Callum Wilson at the minute. He can't take the banter back, Callum Wilson. He likes being a house with every single goalkeeper or defender he comes up against, and he can't take it back. Let's see what actually happened, yeah. He pushed Kamari Bell. Now else happened. He tried to kick the ball out with the Luton Town defenders. The Luton Town keeper's hands. I mean, whatever. I do remember, don't worry. That actually, second last slide I was going to say. Never ever beat Dan Burn. Longstaff is let's so overrated. I don't understand, mate. Longstaff is underrated. Longstaff should play for England. He is underrated. I mean, he hasn't been putting in the performance that he normally has. But there we have it. It's half time at Kenilworth Road. 1-0 to Luton Town. Newcastle United are getting beat off Luton Town 1-0. What? It hasn't been a good half in Newcastle whatsoever. Luton Town have dominated. The more so of the game. Newcastle United were good before the goal. That's what always seemed to be. For some reason, Newcastle United were better in the latter stages of the first half, but I don't want to see us get beat here. I don't want to see us even draw here. Honestly, it's not good whatsoever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go get another bottle of water. I'm going to restock on this one, and I haven't drank yet, but yeah, I'm going to go restock, so I'll be about 2-3 minutes. Go to the toilet as well. Like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, we're going to be back for the second half. I need to post a timer, actually. And I'll see you all then. So, lads, I'll be about 2-3 minutes. Chat amongst yourselves. If you kind of just wait for us, I'll be 2-3 minutes. What you think the final score is going to be? I'm still going to say 2-1 in Newcastle. Fingers crossed. It needs to change. It seriously does. I'll be right back, people. Right, we're back, lads. I'm just gonna it's not great, is it? Christ almighty. Interact with yourselves in the chat, lads. What you think the final score's gonna be? But I am just gonna quickly update my phone with the scores so I get that kind of wearable to where we are in the league table. But some people are saying, why is Lewis Miley come off? In my opinion, it's probably because of the physical aspect of the game. I do believe that's why. That's what actually I'm gonna put on Twitter now. But I chat with yourselves, lads, in the comments what you think. It is going to sort of be the end of the game. What do you think the result's going to be? Right, there we're gone. There we're gone. Right, let's have a look at this, lads. Let's have a look at these. Oh, yeah, I never ever beat Danburn, never. Why did Miley go off? I think it was just because he couldn't hack the sort of physical aspect of the game. Josh, after the first half, what area of the team would you improve? And who with? What do you mean, like, who would I buy or who would I sort of sub on? Lack of experience from Miley, lost his man. I think it's that, yet again, the physical aspect of the sort of game. Just seen Bowley's red card, don't think it was a red card. I haven't actually, no, I haven't seen it. Don't worry, Luton will run out of steam. Like, fingers crossed, mate. I mean, fingers crossed. I'm just going to say what some people have been saying on Twitter. Oh my god, people aren't liking this result whatsoever. Alan Shearer says, the Toon have been awful in that first half. Luton brilliant and should be winning by more goals. He's being real, isn't he? There's no need to cry over that. He's being exceptionally real. Right. The highlights are coming back up. Let's take a look at some of these. Fantastic ball by Gordon there. Fantastic. I thought I said fantastic goal by Borden. Fantastic ball by Gordon there. You're right, mate. Who is better, Miley or Longstaff? It's a weird one for right now. I probably would say Sean Longstaff. I mean, Miley's played less than 10 games, but for a final career, you can't call it now. I mean, the kid's 17 years old. He could easily play for another 15 years, but it does look like Lewis Miley could have a better career for starting in the Champions League at this age already. Do you know what I mean? Mate, I hate to say that first off was horrendous. It has been horrendous, mate. There's no hiding from it. It seriously has been really, really bad. Bowley red card is crazy. I mean, it's for the benefit of us, isn't it? Luton should have really scored there through Adebayo, by the way. Isak looked sharp again, a couple of them good turns. That's what I said. I mean, let's say a defender's been bad. Who would you buy to replace him? I don't know. Oh, that's the first ever referee in the game for the Luton-Burnley game. I forgot about that, actually. That's class to see, you know. It actually is class to see, like, a change in the game. Isak in that cam roll is class. He's so good with touch and go players. And lads, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. I'm not expecting we'll get to that 100 mark, but I want to get over the Spurs one. So, like, if you haven't already, lads, we can get, what was it, 66? Fingers crossed we can get to that before the end of the half. It hasn't been good, this, like. Let's read some more of the chats, boys. Let's read some more. Let's put this on full screen. Disappointing Andros Townsend celebrating against us. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not like he was an absolute world beater for what was he? I don't think we're losing. Oh, he has the red card, yeah? 1 sec, lads. He has the replay for the red card, yeah? Solanke goes through. Bally tackles. I mean, it's a bad challenge, but he does obviously win the ball first. The sort of Bournemouth player has put his foot there later. I don't know. I'm not too sort of clued up on them sort of things, but I don't know. I mean, it is a bad challenge. That's all I can say. No way that wasn't a penalty for Notts Forest. Or outside the penalty area, right? Fair enough. But we were booing him for no reason. No way our fans were actually booing Andros Townsend. Well, I mean, to be fair, he was a half-decent player for us. He wasn't a world beater, but he was a half-decent player for us. And, of course, went on to win another Premier League club. But I don't really care that much of him. But Luton always starting to deteriorate, but I don't see it in this game. All right, fair enough. I mean, fingers crossed it's something we can exploit. Do you think the expectations of our fans is too much, or should they be angry? It depends what you mean by expectations. Like, what do you think we should want to go for in this game? Well, not even in this game, or for the rest of the season. What I would like for the rest of the season, Carabao Cup's out of the window. We could have easily got the final in that. We would have had Middlesbrough, by the way. Champions League's out the window. What I would have actually wanted at the start of the season, with the squad, of course, taking into consideration no injuries and having Tonali back. What I would have liked is getting out of the Champions League groups. I wouldn't have been bothered if we didn't go any further, of course. Just the knockouts in the Champions League, the final in the Carabao Cup, do whatever in the FA Cup. Just do whatever, get as far as we can. In the Premier League, Europe would have been good for me. So that's what, top 8. That's what I would have liked. I don't know what you would have liked. With success comes expectations, and we have a right to be mad or angry. Exactly. I don't know why people go on like we should have the expectations of a relegation side that we were years ago. We are now a club who has all this money, who has this expectation of top-class footballers. We shouldn't really be even settling for a draw against Luton. Yeah, we are settling for a loss against them, but we really shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Right, let's take a look. It does look like people are sort of disagreeing with the Miley with Miley coming off. I'm just have no idea what happened with those. Oh, what the hell? Right. Nah, I don't agree with some of the things I'm saying on Twitter. Like, I don't agree with some of them. Christ almighty. We've been terrible, man. Every time we give the ball, we get it away. I can partially agree with you, mate. We haven't been good whatsoever. We haven't, it's fair to say. It's unfortunate. It usually is unfortunate to say, but we haven't. Like, the people who are saying, look where we were a couple of years ago, we aren't the same team anymore. Can't use it. No, we can't. I hate when people say, look where we were years ago. Look where we were years ago. We were absolutely terrible. We had no expectation where we were years ago. We've got a structure in place now. We've got a fantastic manager, a fantastic set of players with a fantastic mentality. No way in hell we should be settling for anything less than we were at the start of the season. Say injuries and fatigueness as much as you want. It's becoming a poor excuse now, it honestly is. And people will blame that. If we go and beat Nottingham Forest, 1-0. people won't say fatigueness and injuries. They won't, because we beat them. That we've got beat off Luton Town. If we do get beat off them, of course, fingers crossed we don't. People will use that. Oh, a poor mistake by the Man United defender there, by the way. Was that for West Ham's second goal? Oh, it was as well. What a finish by Kudus. He's some boy, him. He actually is fantastic. That was a very bad mistake from the Man United defender there. We are debatable, unfortunately. Big second half coming. Fingers crossed, bro. Miss Maxi. I don't think... he might change the game. You never know. How good was the Luton goal? It wasn't the best goal you'll see in your life, mate, but it was a goal coming into the box. What's this? Premier League Fan Fest. Oh, it's in America. Right, okay. I was going to say, what's all these Arsenal and Man United and Everton fans all doing? Christ almighty. Man United midfielder, was Manu. Was it Manu? I thought it was that centre-back. We are losing all the 50-50 battles, and our physicality is lacking. I do agree, mate. I do agree, to be fair. Wait, to an extent. We haven't been great whatsoever, have we? We seriously haven't. Man United are actually washed, you know. They seriously are washed. People are hyping up this Kobbie Mainoo, you know. I'd even buy into it whatsoever. Of course, he looks like a half-decent player, but done nothing against Newcastle. No, it was Mainoo who was watching the game, or was it? It looked like that lad. Actually, that lad got brought off, I'm sure, that centre-back. I did get brought off. Who did he get brought off for? An attacker. I don't actually know. Oh no, it's just he was just huge over. Longstaff has been the worst player on the pitch. Yet again, debatable. I had a feeling Townsend was going to score before the game. It's his first ever goal for Luton as well. It's an absolute joke, man. It was bound to happen. Honestly, it was. It was seriously bound to happen. It's a joke, man. We need to go and win this game 2-1 if we can. Absolutely fantastic comeback from the lads. Lads, when was the last time... I'm just going to sort out the timer on that there. Of course, I've got to put the second half sort of thing on now. But when was the last time we ever went behind in a game? Because I cannot remember it. When was the last time we ever went behind in a game and come back and won it? Not drew. We'll come back and won it, because I cannot remember. I actually can it. Right, second half. Does anyone know? Man United have been that poor. Anyone who looks good. They are a bad team now. They are. Bro, if we lose, that's a shambles. It is a shambles if we lose this game. There's no sort of defending it. There's no sort of excuses. But we can't lose to Luton. We've had chances. We need to take them. Luton should be 3-0 up, by the way. Not taking anything away from them. What's going on with my hair here? God knows. Forest away last season. Surely not. Our mentality has just been lacking in general this season. There's no sort of wanting to come back. Surely that's not the last game where we went behind and come back. That's a very, very long time ago. Christ almighty. Do you know what? I'm going to check with results, actually, because that is really bad. Let's just take a look at these recent results. Newcastle, recent results. No comeback there. Wow, I'm just looking at Newcastle. If we... Oh my God, lads, I didn't want to say it right, but if we lose this game, that's now 1, 2, 3... My maths is going to be really bad here, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 losses in 10 games. That's 6 losses in 10 games. And that's going to be, what for our away form? Is that going to be 1 win in 9? It's going to be 1 win in 9 with 6 losses. How man, lads? How boys? We need to do something here, like. Southampton at home was the last... Did we go behind in that game? Was that the game where Che Adams scored that, like, absolute screamer? Bruno looks knackered. I mean, to be fair, in the amount of games Bruno's played, I didn't blame him whatsoever. Giles is coming. I think that's how we say his name. Giles is coming on. Stay at Armstrong. Stuart Armstrong. Oh, sorry, you mean in the league? So I was thinking the Carabao Cup. Did YouTube cut out my last comment? No, he said Bruno looks knackered. If that's the last one you said, yeah. He's been our best player in the first half. Bruno looks miles above everyone else. You've definitely just seen that on Twitter, haven't you? Anyways, the second half has kicked off, yeah, by the way, on my screen. How are the lads? Luton have started off strong already. Newcastle's got the ball for a throw in here. Christ almighty, man, lads. Ball here to Bruno again, right now. Dan Burn sends it along straight to Ross Barkley, by the way. No one's touching him down. Miggy puts a foot in, goes straight back to a Luton player. Andros Townsend outside the box. Looks to cut it in. Goes to no one. Trippier get that out. Thankfully, he has got it out. Miggy's flapped out with a challenge yet again. What's this with Miggy not wanting to go into challenge? Well done by Longstaff there. And it's won back by Bruno. He didn't win the ball, but he's won the ball back. Alexander Isak takes on 3 players and he gets dispossessed by the final one. Come on, boys. More of this. Not pretty obvious if you've watched the first half. Well, it is pretty obvious, to be fair. But you said the exact wording of what someone's just said on Twitter I was going to say. Thrown here. Kieran Trippier looks to head it back, sorry. He does. And it's another throw for Newcastle. Kieran Trippier will take. We need to come back on this. However, man, we cannot afford to lose whatsoever. It'll be a downer on the morale in general. Be down on the away form. Be down on our form. 6 losses in the last 10 games in all competitions. Just like FIFA, you clear the ball and it goes right to the opposition. And chested down by Alexander Isak there. Goes to a Luton player. Wins it back. Goes back to a Luton player. This is what's happening every single time there's a contest. It's going to a Newcastle player, to Luton, to Newcastle, to Luton, bit bot. It's literally like pinball. Anyways, Ross Barkley has the ball now. Just creeping up outside the D. Giles now on the left-hand side. I swear he used to be a proper starter for Luton. I don't know what he's not doing starting, not properly. But anyways, Bell has the ball. Kieran Trippier just watches it out. Very well done by Trips there. Well done. Gives the ball to Martin Dubravka. Come on, lads, come on. I'm just checking the scores for the rest of the games. Burnley's 1-0 up. Burnley's beating Fulham 1-0. That's probably going to spur them on even more if they get to know that. Of course, it is a complete dogfight with them teams at the bottom. Fingers crossed they don't know, because it's going to put a complete downer and they are thriving with the ball now. Good tackle there by Trippier. It's going to be a Luton Town. No, it's not. I thought that was a Luton Town corner, but it's going to be a goal kick for Newcastle. Very, very well done there by Trippier, actually. Good ball. Good tackle to take it off him. Off Giles or Brown, I believe that was. I'm checking the scores for the rest of the games. Second half start for Bournemouth as well. Goal kick for Newcastle, yeah. That away end, man. Seriously, I wish I was there. Christ almighty. Gordon looks nowhere near he plays before the Everton game. He's just genuinely, he is knackered. I mean, how many games has he played? Christ almighty. Adebayo's touched it over Fabian Shaw there. He gives it to Brown. Brown's inside the penalty area. He shoots and it's saved by Martin Dubravka onto the bar. Luton deserve to win this game, man. As much as I don't want to get beat off them, Luton have hit the bar. They've hit the post. They've just hit the bar, sorry. And Newcastle haven't done anything about it. Brown beats Trippier yet again. And it's hit off the bar. Christ almighty, man. Dubravka did tip it onto the bar, I do believe, though. I think I can't exactly say, but I think he just got the tiniest touch onto the bar. How Newcastle, sort this out, man. Sort it out. Regroup or whatever you need to do. Bruno with the ball. Who sends it along to Kieran Trippier. Heads it down to Fabian Shaw. Come on, boys. Come on. Fabian Shaw whips it long. Straight at Thomas Kaminski. He sends it long now. And it's going to be contested by Anthony Gordon. Not properly, it's not though. Alfie Doughty. He swap wings now so Giles can go on the left-hand side. Burns going to look to win that back. And he just can't keep it in play. It's part of being a fan, but it's so depressing watching us play like this, isn't it? With all these injuries, we've just got no hope. Get Lewis Hall on, please, man. Just bring him on. It's going to do no harm whatsoever. Get Lewis Hall on. Get him minutes in a game where we're struggling, man. I know it is going to be a physical game, but surely we've got to get him on anyways. Miggy with the ball. And he's fell down after Giles. Is that going to be a free kick? It's not going to be a free kick. Miggy's still holding his leg. Miggy barely touched. He's holding his arm now. How Miggy, man. Kieran Trippier has went down now, though, and it is a free kick for Newcastle, finally. In our own half. Come on. Miggy's still holding his arm. Yeah, he wants to be injured, you know. I never know why Miggy always plays on like this. Was it actually a free kick? Oh, Miggy, man. Unless he's landed on it badly. There was no actual sort of harm done by the challenge itself. The lad literally just went like I'm doing this to the mic. There was no sort of bad tackling there whatsoever. It's because of the thing. I'm not sharing anything about this match. These players should be beating Luton. Out of all clubs in Premier League form, no excuse in this match. I agree with you to an extent, mate, which does mean that I do agree with you a lot. Great ball there to Callum Wilker through. Straight out by Luton. Newcastle kind of get a grasp of this game. Luton players done very well there. Newcastle's grasped the ball back though. Longstaff on the edge of the box. Kieran Trippier sends one in. Can't beat the first man yet again. It's a corner for Newcastle though. It wants to be as well because that was a very, very bad corner by Newcastle. But I do agree with you to a certain extent, mate. Not in the Carabao Cup, not in the Champions League. On bad Premier League form. Luton away. I said it was going to be a very hard game. Luton actually deserved to win this, by the way. But Newcastle should be beating this. We don't deserve to, but we should before the game, of course. Ball in by Kieran Trippier. It's a short one. Gordon, back to Kieran Trippier. It's short to Bruno Guimaraes, and it's miles wide of the post. Miles wide. Probably couldn't have gone any wider, I'll be honest. It's 2-1 now. It's actually 1-0 to Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth, and it's 2-1 to Tottenham in the Tottenham Everton game. Shot outside the box by Bruno there, and it is quite away from the post. That's what we like to see. It's more what I want to see. It's obviously come from the training ground. It's a very good set piece, but I don't know. Trippier's looking better. He looks a bit better. I mean, he couldn't beat the first man there. He's been beaten quite a few times this game. He's not going to get the best rating from me personally in my match ratings. Bruno's just been tucked down there. What? I was going to say, Ross Barkley went to play on there. How on earth that wasn't a free kick? Christ almighty. It is a free kick. Do not worry. Newcastle take quickly. Sean Longstaff now with Fabian Shaw. Fabian Shaw whips it long. Great ball there. Kieran Trippier. Come on, do something with it, Trips. Oh, Gordon can't take it down. It's another chance for Newcastle, though. I wouldn't say it's the best ball by Kieran Trippier. Gordon can't really do anything. I mean, he's miles wide of the post. I think he's just literally tapped it for no reason. Let's see this again. He tries to divert it. Actually, it's much closer than I thought it was. Unlucky by Anthony Gordon there. Hit hard by Kieran Trippier. I think Gordon's done the best he probably could with the ball he's got given there. However, lads, this is more of what we like to see. We're creating the chances thick and fast. 38 minutes left to play of normal time. Come on, boys. More than enough time to get even 2 or 3 the way we're playing right now. Come on. Balls up for congestion in the box. Or contest. Christ almighty. Alfie Doughty on the ball now. Gives it Andros Townsend on the right-hand side for Luton Town. Sambi Lokonga. He does Bruno. He's got away from Bruno's. Back outside with Andros Townsend. Get a hold of it, Newcastle, man. We should be gripping this game by the scruff of its neck. Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes. He's getting held back by Andros Townsend. Plays a fantastic ball to Gordon, though. Come on, Gordon, son. Ted Mengi's on his back, and Gordon loses the challenge. Is that going to be a throw-in for Newcastle or Luton? I don't actually know. The fans are so close to the players. Christ almighty, they're giving Gordon some jip, them Luton Town players. Jesus Christ. It is a throw-in for Luton, by the way. 2-0 Spurs goal disallowed. Oh, very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very... well, not very, very bad, but it is a bit of a downer for us. Sven Botman miskicks the ball, and it's a throw-in for Luton here. Closer to the box than it originally was. Not anywhere close. It's near enough the halfway line, but they are getting very, very much closer than they actually were. Why am I always yawn when I do? Sums up the game, really, doesn't it? It genuinely sums up the game so far. Luton take the throw in here. Alfie Doughty back to Bell to Osho. Kaminsky sends it long yet again. It's Shaw v Brown. Who's going to come out on top? Little push by Shaw there. All the fans are claiming for a free kick. Brown's claiming for a free kick. I don't believe it is going to be. Well, no, it's not. It is not. Right, come on then. We've just kind of grasp the game now, lads. Come on. Tino Livramento. We've got some options to bring on from the bench, mind. We've got Livramento. We've got Lewis Hall now. Let's just take a look who else is on the bench for this game. I've got to sort my hair out properly. Christ almighty. What's going on with that? Anyways, on the bench we have got Tino Livramento to bring on. We have got Lewis Hall to bring on. We have got no one else apart from that to drastically impact the game to bring on. Why don't you go to these away games? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's the lightly point requirement. I mean, it was a substantial amount. How on earth am I meant to get an away point for that game? Jesus Christ. I don't know how people like say, why'd you not go? No, I'm not coming at you personally, but when people say like, you should be going to these games, how on earth am I meant to get lightly points? What did it sell out on, like 80 or something? Christ almighty. It's if I could, I would, like, God. It'd been unbelievable in a away game to go to. It's 1-1 with Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. Dominic Solanke yet again. Do you know what? He's very underrated for Newcastle, but it is a free kick for Newcastle. I think Ross Barkley's been booked. Is that Ross Barkley? Very good challenge by Dan Burn, who did give it straight back to Ross Barkley. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's no sort of commentary. No, it is a yellow card for Ross Barkley, and there's a free kick for Newcastle. Well played there, Bruno. Well played, and he's got the ball. He's turned yet again. Gives it a trips. Isak can't get the ball, unfortunately. Bell's going to touch it down, and Bell's won. Giles on the ball now. Plays it to Bell, who sends it long. Adebayo's touched it down, but it's a throw-in for Newcastle now. We need to take our chances in this game. They've been coming a bit slower, but we need to take them thick and fast. Of course, Alexander Isak is still on the pitch. I thought this man was going to be the key to all of our sort of problems. He's been the most lively player, apart from Bruno, in the attacking sense, but we haven't seen too much of it yet. We need to bring him into the game. Talking to Bruno, here is Bruno. He gives it to Fabian Schär, who gives it to Sven Botman. Christian, I'm non-stop talking, and the commentating is unreal. How well, lads? Come on. Sven Botman on the ball now. It's played back to Martin Dubravka. Luton are yet again just limiting us to what we can do. Fabian Schär, short ball to Trips. He's lost the ball. It's went to a Newcastle player. Luckily for Kieran Trippier there. I don't know. He sliced it with the outside of his foot. God knows what he was doing there. Good idea by Bruno, I think that was, but wrong execution. Unlucky Callum Wilson couldn't get the through ball down. Would have been a good chance for Newcastle. Anyways, Newcastle's got the ball back here. Kieran Trippier on the outside of the box. Gives it away yet again. He's got the ball back yet again. Straight back off of the Luton Town player. Bruno, through ball, and that doesn't get anywhere. Fabian Schär looks dispossessed at a BO. And rightly so, it is a free kick for Luton Town. I don't know what Schär's complaining about. If these lot try to start a fight after the game, I'd be absolutely foaming. After every single away game where you lose, they try to start a fight for no reason whatsoever. Honestly. Free kick for Luton here. Newcastle's made... Oh no, not Newcastle. Luton's made 9 fouls this game. Christ almighty, Newcastle's made 2. Luton are coming forward here, just outside the box. Oh, they're going to shoot. They're shooting. It's over the bar. Yet another chance for Luton Town, coming from the centre-back. Mengi picks the ball up from the midfield area. Not even like contested by anyone. I mean, it's miles away, but Christ almighty, how were Newcastle, man? This isn't even... I didn't even like watching this. I mean, it's good, though. It's good that we have these expectations, because back in the day, when I had my season... Of course, I still have my season ticket. But when I first had my season ticket, getting beat off Chelsea 3-0, I would think to myself, oh, that's not bad, you know. But it's good that we actually do have like expectations now, but... With expectations, there needs to be a performance worthy of these. It hasn't been so far. A through ball there sent by Bruno. Coming off. And Bruno has been our best player in this game, undoubtedly. I mean, he's been great going defensive-wise, and he's been great trying to conjure things up in the attacking sense as well. But it's going to be a throw-in for Newcastle here. Throw-in for Kieran Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes now. Fabian Schär sends it long. Callum Wilson, unfortunate build-up play. Shaw wins the ball back. Christ almighty, man. How are Newcastle? Well won back by Bruno's. Give it to Martin Dubravka. Martin Dubravka switches it to Sven Botman. If there's one man to pick up a ball, it's him. Botman to Longstaff to Gordon. Come on, Gordon, son. Gordon driving through. Well in there, Gordon. Gordon's giving them something, yeah. Good ball through with Miggy. Through Alexander Isak. Finish! Get in there, Isak, son. Absolutely fantastic. Alexander Isak makes it 1-1. Get in! Alexander... Oh. It's offside. Never get your hopes up, lads. Never get your hopes up. I believe... is it offside? Is he offside? I think... Do you know what? That's so tight to call. By his arm, he's offside. But... It's a very good finish by Alexander Isak. It's classical Isak. Like, it's a fantastic finish, but... It looks like it's going to be offside. It's going to VAR. It's going to VAR at the minute. Miggy played the ball through to him. Number 29 and Marcus Brown is playing him. Number 29 is Bell. I can't actually tell because I don't know what they judge it by. They judge it by like half of the arm and then the shoulder and then the elbow and then the leg. Honestly, I don't know what they even judge it by these days, but it has went to VAR. Great finish by Alexander Isak. We need this goal to stand for us to have a proper chance in this game. It's still being looked at now. They haven't drawn the lines yet on the sort of replay. They can't say because of the angle they're showing it. Alexander Isak's foot is covered by Bell's head. What happened to the benefit of the attacker, lads? I mean, he's not going to be far offside whatsoever. But the benefit of the attacker, they used to give it all the time. Oh, he's offside. Christ almighty, man. No goal, lads. Offside. Alexander Isak was offside. Hey. Unfortunate. Took his goal very, very well. Isak was a class finish, but Strage marginally offside there, by the way, lads. Honestly, goal kick Kaminsky takes, yeah, it was just offside, by the way. Very, very close. Sent it straight out for a Newcastle throw-in. Sorry, lads, I couldn't see any of your what's it called, your messages, but it's just come up now. Is it off? Yeah, it is offside, lads. I don't go... No, I know what you mean. Don't worry about that, Charlie, mate. Don't worry about that. What a shame this is, man. What a shame for Newcastle. Well, I say what a shame. We deserve to get beat, if I'm being honest. May sound harsh, we do deserve to get beat. The play's been stopped here now for Sambi Lokonga, who's went down with an injury. He's holding his ankle. Oh my God, it doesn't get any better for Newcastle. The game's gonna... These are gonna make the game extremely slow for Newcastle. They are. After these last few dodgy games, is it too early to ask questions about getting Europe? Personally, I know some people may want the Champions League would be fantastic. Europa League would be fantastic. I would take Conference League in a heartbeat. I mean, just getting Europe would be fantastic. I wouldn't not like... Do you know what? I think it would be, even with the injuries and the fatigueness, main factor, it would be a failure of a season to not like get into the semis of the Carabao Cup, to get knocked out with the Champions League, to get knocked out with the FA Cup from the fourth round onwards and not get Europe. That would be a failure of the season, 100% it would be. I don't know about yous, but my expectations for this season yet again would be get Europe, even Conference League. I'd happily take Conference League. So get Europe this season. Go to the what? Go however far you want in the FA Cup. It genuinely depends on the draw. I don't like saying how far we can get in the FA Cup. Of course, we've been absolutely cursed with draws this season, as we normally are. But people say, where do you want to go with the Cup? We only know we've got Sunderland. Of course, we are going to obviously progress on to the fourth round. But I don't know where we're going to go after that. Just about 65 minutes in, Bruno plays the ball to the wing here. Luton Town are dealing with it very, very well. Shaw has the ball, plays it back to Botman. We're looking to... The tempo from Newcastle is much faster. Yeah, this is very, very well done. Lads, if you haven't liked the video already, I do appreciate it. 61 people in. Let's try and get over 60 likes. We're on 44 at the minute. I appreciate it if you like it. If you haven't subscribed already, get yourself subscribed. And you can see yourself at the bottom, probably here somewhere. You can see it when it comes up. But I do appreciate the like, lads. Thank you very much. Stick around. Up daily content on Newcastle as well. Fingers crossed I don't have to do a match reaction. As Giles marches on, and it's another save from Martin Dubravka. He comes in from the left-hand side. There's no real contest from Kieran Trippier or the shot. It's another shot and it's blocked. Dubravka goes to keep it in. And he can it. It's a corner for Luton Town. Christ almighty, man. These have won one home game here all season. This isn't good enough from Newcastle. These have won one home game all season at Kenilworth Road. These have been the better team today. It was Shaw that didn't close him down, by the way. It wasn't Trippier. It was Shaw that didn't close him down. He's got the shot off and Dubravka's had to save yet again. Corner coming in here now. Is it Doughty to take? I think it's Doughty to take. I do actually not know. Corner coming in from the left-hand side of the goal. It's going to be an in-swinger. 66 minutes in now. No, it's not. It's going to be an out-swinger by Alfie Doughty. It's in the box. It's met away by Dan Burn. Very well done there. Alfie Doughty keeps it in play. He runs past and Miggy's won the ball back there very, very well. Is he going to go down for a foul? Surprisingly, no, he's not. Sean Longstaff, Newcastle's playing out of possession very well here. Until we're not. And it's straight with Luton player and they've got the ball back. They've booted it forward. Yet again, it's pinball. It's pinball yet again. Luton Town have the ball. They've got it very comfortably now. Andros Townsend with a little bit of space. Pressured by Anthony Gordon. He shrugs Gordon off. It's a very good through ball there by Sambi Lakonga, I think that is, to Adebayo, but it goes nowhere. Miggy Almiron just clears it. Nothing comes to the ball. And it's straight to Giles of Luton Town yet again, their left wing back. Andros Townsend looks to line one up. He doesn't. He gives it a Brown on the right-hand side. Can't get the better of Dan Burn, and Martin Dubravka claims it. Very, very well done there. Honestly. We're not the... This isn't good enough from Newcastle. I'm seriously not happy with this whatsoever, mate. Like, 23 minutes to turn it around. And Christ almighty, we need to turn this around, ladies and gentlemen. We really, really do. This is not good enough whatsoever. The players, Sven Botman's arguing for something. I don't know what they are actually arguing for. It's for something. Alfie Doughty's being highlighted right now. Fabian Shaw with the ball. Burnley's winning 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Burnley is winning, beating... Wait, who are they? Fulham 2-0. It doesn't mean too much for us, but of course, we would rather Fulham winning sort of the... and it would rather Burnley winning in the league sort of for points. Bruno's got the ball now. Unfortunately, can't play the good ball. Stop Super League. Of course, Super League's a terrible decision. It's for all football fans. It should be pretty self-explanatory. It's a terrible decision, isn't it? Luton's back on the ball here now. Well, Ross Barkley's got a fantastic tackle by Sven Botman. You wouldn't expect nothing less of him. Absolutely fantastic. Kieran Trippier had to recoup the ball now. Ross Barkley was looking for a free kick there. He doesn't get it. Kieran Trippier plays it back to Martin Dubravka. 22 minutes left for Newcastle of normal time, of course. We've got to do something. Even a goal back, man. Even a goal back. If these keep a clean sheet against Newcastle and beat where they've won one away game all season, it's not good enough. We've been battered today as well. We've been battered. These aren't Barcelona. We knew they were going to be a hard team. They're not Barcelona. They're Luton Town lads. How? Ball in the box by Gordon. It's blocked. Bruno's recouped the ball back now. How well, lads? Let's get a hold of it and create something, shall we? Gordon back with the ball now. Knee wants pressing him. It doesn't look like he can be bothered. I thought it was actually out for a throw-in or a free kick or something because Knee was pressing him, but he didn't look like he was bothered. It's not. He looks absolutely knackered. Let's get Lewis Hall on, shall we? Let's give Lewis Hall some minutes in this game where we look absolutely lifeless. Longstaff with the ball. Plays it through at Bruno. Very good ball. And Kaminsky has to save at the near post. Bruno's asking for more atmosphere from the Newcastle fans. I can't, of course I'm watching it on the monitor, but any benefit is a benefit. Nice little ball there by Longstaff, by the way. Fantastic through ball at Longstaff. Just at the near post. Pretty easy save by Kaminsky, but it had to be made otherwise it may have been near and in. It is a corner for Newcastle, though. Kaminsky conceded it. by Trippier here. Who's been the better side? Oh, Luton Town or Luton have been the better side, undoubtedly, mate. Corner in the box here. Dan Burn sends it across. Miggy hits it and he can't because Andros Townsend wins the battle. Oh my god. Kieran Trippier blocks the ball from going out from Andros Townsend yet again. It is a throw-in for Luton Town here in their own half. Less than 20 minutes left of normal time now. Of course, 19 plus minutes. How went Newcastle? What are you watching it on? Honestly, mate, I've said about 10 times. I don't know what I'm watching it on. My uncle put it on Frizzy. Put on it's on an app on my Xbox, but then he's put it a VPN. It's some sort of American app. You got to pay like 30 quid for it or something. 30 quid a month, I think it is. Of course, I'm only going to renew it for 1 month. Lads, smash the like button if you haven't already. We need to try and beat 66 likes. I mean, the last one was 48. We need to try and beat it. Newcastle have got a throw in here. And Coventry are beating Sunderland at Sunderland 3-0. Light work. No, I'm joking, lads. They can do what they want. I'm not too bothered about them. Anyways, I think this is a free kick for Luton Town here. One of the players has went down. Kieran Trippier's holding his head as well. Not too much though. He is stroking his head though. I think there was just a little bit of a collision there. Trippier hasn't been up to his best today either. I just want to keep reminding myself of it because it hasn't been good from Newcastle whatsoever. Trippier does head Brown's head, to be fair. Not a bad challenge, not a bad sort of head. There was eyes on the ball. There's nothing too much to be made more of it, if you know what I mean. Less than 18 minutes left here for Newcastle. Oh my god. "71 minutes and 50 seconds in on my screen. Come on, Newcastle. Please, man. Let's get something out of this game. Even a draw, as bad as it would be, it's still better than a loss, do you know what I mean? Especially not being able to score as well. No end product for us today. Be lucky if we get a point. It's the harsh reality, mate, but yet again, it's the reality. That's what it is. Not clinical enough. No end product yet again. It's simple as. I said that, by the way, and people didn't actually clock onto that. I said we haven't been clinical enough recently. We haven't been taking the chances in the final third. That's what's happened. Kaminsky sends it long for Luton here. It's to be headed away by Kieran Trippier though. Gordon, well, little flick there. It's not Oaks to go straight to a Luton Town player. Sambi Lokonga tries to get the better of Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier wins the throw, though. Well done by Trips there. Bruno with the ball now. Bruno to Fabian Shaw. Oh, we've been crap this game, mind. We have been genuinely so crap. We need to bring Lewis Hall. It's so hard being a Newcastle United fan in Australia. All the games are at 2 to 6 kick-off. It's 3:30 and when I lose like this, it hurts. I guess it shows passion. That's unbelievable commitment, by the way. Hats off to you, Charlie. That's unbelievable. Christ almighty. I don't know what Alfie Doughty's holding Burn there for. Christ. Fabian Shaw gives the ball to Sean Longstaff. Gives it back to Shaw. These have outclassed us today. They deserve the win, but it would be... We shouldn't be losing against Luton. Simple as. We shouldn't be losing against Luton whatsoever. It's terrible, actually. Newcastle have the ball in our own half with Botman, now with Burn, progressing forward. It's what we like to see, it's what we do like to see. Botman with the ball now, he gives it to Martin Dubravka. Straight out of play for a Luton Town throw-in. What's this, man, Newcastle? What is this? Luton back on the counter-attack yet again. Ross Barkley with the ball. Gives it to Sambi Lokonga. Gives it to Adebayo. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it though. Miggy Almiron looks to counter-attack. He's been held back. He carries on for once. He doesn't go down. Come on. The end product needs to be here. Anthony Gordon now. Into the box. To be met by no one. Corner for Newcastle though. We are being mocked by the Luton fans. What have we come to? Just wait till they come to St James's Park. Do you know what I mean? Just wait till they come to St James's Park. Should be 5-0 there, mind. It actually should be 5-0. But look, I'm not taking anything away from Luton. I want them to stay up because everyone writ them off. They've been the better team today. They have been the better team today. But we have been very poor as well, so we haven't took our chances. It's Luton's game for the taking, and they deserve it as well, actually do. Luton are making a substitution here. Is his name... Off the top of my head, his name's Anderson, and he come from Barnsley. I don't want to make a mug of myself, but I think his full name's Mark Jules Anderson. I might be actually making a mug of myself, but Bell comes off for him, and Anderson comes on. I thought Anderson would actually be one of their first choice centre-backs, but apparently not. Kieran Trippier looks to send the ball in here. It's going to be an outswinger yet again. Outswinger by Kieran Trippier. He whips it in. It's to be... No one could get on the end of it. Ball into the box. I think Botman actually met with it. I think he did, but it's just... How well Newcastle, man. Another goal kick for Luton here. Another goal kick. Let me just check the statistics of this game. Let me just check the statistics. So for this game, the statistics... Wow. Luton's had 14 shots on target. 14 shots, sorry. 5 shots on target. Newcastle's had 10 shots, 2 on target. Another corner for Newcastle, I believe that is conceded by Alfie Doughty. Kieran Trippier will take yet again the man for the set pieces. I don't know how I can even... I don't know how we're even meant to motivate these players when they're given this to watch. It's shocking, actually. In by Kieran Trippier. Away by Osho. Almiron picks it back up. Straight back to Kieran Trippier. Straight back to Miggy Almiron. He puts it into the box. He can't even get it to anyone's head. It barely gets lifted off the ground. Ross Barkley does fend Botman. Great through ball by him. Andros Townsend is looking to break. Newcastle's got the numbers back here, but Luton's looking dangerous. A long ball by Townsend. And he can't get anywhere with it. Nah. What do we have to do, man? 13 minutes left and we're still What does Lewis Hall have to do to get some minutes in a game like this? Christ almighty. Giles looking to whip it into the box. Dubravka has to save it. He does. Wasn't that dangerous, but I was looping towards the goal and he's had to save it. Bloody hell, yet again, man. It's not good enough, this, man. It seriously isn't good enough. It's 2-2 with Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Brunigan Moraes into the box. Out yet again by the Luton defenders. Osho this time, I believe it is. It's Osho. Another corner for Newcastle. Another one. We've had so many corners this game. Let's make one work. One of them work. Come on. Let's quickly check. We have had 5 corners in this game. Not one of them have come to anything. Let's make this one come to something. It's out by Kieran Trippier. In by Fabian Shaw. In again. Nothing there. In again by Bird. Gordon outside the box. Slices it. Hits off Luton Town defender yet again. And number 26 hits. Kieran Trippier with the ball now. It's in. Doesn't get anywhere. Luton Town's going to make a triple substitution. Newcastle should probably look to do the same, mind. I mean, Livermento and Lewis Hall. If Livermento's there to be rested, fair enough. But Lewis Hall, the lad barely plays any minutes. We're getting beat off Luton. Play the lad, man. I don't know what you think. Should we play Luton Hall? But honestly, play him. I don't know what the harm is in playing him. Sambi Lakonga comes off for Pelly. Ruddock Mpanzu, I think that's how you pronounce it. Adebayo comes off for Carlton Morris, who is now the captain. And Andros Townsend, the goal scorer, the ex-Newcastle United man, comes off for Ogben. I've probably butchered that, lads, but however you say that. Hasn't been good enough today, honestly. Hasn't. 80 minutes gone now. 8 minutes 30 to be exact on my screen. Miggy's got took off. Luton Hall. Didn't see I said Luton Hall. Christ almighty. This is what this football does to you. Liveramento's on. Almiron's off. Looks like Liveramento's going to right wing. How's it going from Cage? Anything you see? Oh, I hope you're doing okay. I mean, I'm doing okay apart from the game, obviously. What can Lewis Hall, what does he have to do to get a game? What does he have to do? Bruno Guimaraes with the ball now. Sven Botman with it. Callum Wilson's been completely fouled there off the ball. How that's not a foul, I do not know. He's been completely shrugged off the ball there, mind. I don't know how that's actually not a free kick. Christ almighty, how were Newcastle, man? 8 minutes to go of normal time. Just do so. Lewis Hall needs to get some minutes, yeah. Like, we're getting beat off Luton in a game where we haven't created an awful lot against Luton, who've won one home game all season. It looks like it's going to be 7 away losses. No, wait. 6 away losses for Newcastle in our last 9. Great ball by Isak there to Anthony Gordon. Come on, let's at least get a goal back. Let's at least get a draw against Luton. We shouldn't even be having to say that, but let's at least get some. Bruno Guimaraes sizes one up. He doesn't. He gives it a long staff. Out wide. It doesn't go enough, and we've hit the ball back, man. I've also seen that Lucas made it. It's something to do with the transfer of Lewis Hall that we may not want him because of the transfer aspect in sort of January. We may want to look elsewhere, but God knows, who knows. Livramento out strength on the edge of the box. Trippier inside of the box. Calling for handball, they didn't get it. Newcastle still got a hold of the ball. I think we can see a late equaliser coming here. It's not something we want to get our hopes up though, mind. A chip ball there from Alexander Isak of Longstaff. Touched that down. Wilson shoots. He can't get it off. Longstaff's eye shoots. And it's a fantastic ball by Osho. Yet again. Luton have yet again put their lives on the line. These have been fantastic defensive-wise. Honestly, I could fall asleep watching this, mind. Bruno with the ball now. Longstaff. Osho wins it back. Carlton Morris looks to express with it. He doesn't. Big shoulder barge there by Livramento. Anthony Gordon, get Lewis Hall on, man. How well, lads? It's not fair whatsoever. Get him on. I'm not Eddie Howe, but with 7 minutes left, where we're losing, where we can't create nothing attacking wise, get Lewis Hall on. You can play left wing, left centre mid. Give Anthony Gordon a rest, who's apparently playing through a knock. Bruno Guimaraes with the ball now. Chipped. Doesn't meet anyone. Out by Luton Town defenders. Ross Barkley touches it down. And it's cleared away by Luton. Sven Botman looks to recoup it. Is he going to play it back? No, he's not. He plays it to Shaw, who does play it back to Martin Dubravka. 84 minutes gone of normal time. 6 minutes left in normal time, of course. Dan Burn with it now. Kieran Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Plays it Fabian Shaw. Sends it long. No, he doesn't. He's looking for options, but he's not getting any. Sven Botman with the ball now. Let's get something out of this. Let's do something with the ball, lads. Come on. Throw in for Luton Town. Yeah, Dan Burns dribbled it out of possession. Finally, Lewis Hall's coming on for Newcastle. Finally. He's coming off a Dan Burns, so it looks like Lewis Hall is going to go left back. You can give with that sort of attacking output as well. Very, very well done. I mean, it's a bit late to get him on, like, but still, it would do need Lewis Hall on for fresh legs. Get in there, Holson. Get him into the game, man. Get him in. If Lewis Hall scores, yeah, I'd be absolutely chuffed. I actually would. However, Holson. It's class to see him play. I like watching Lewis Hall. Anyways, thrown here by Luton. Ball's chucked in. They still touch it down. Hall looks to dispossess him. He can't, unfortunately. Luton, they're just toying with Newcastle here. They actually are toying with Newcastle. I didn't think this day would ever come. Carlton Morris has the ball. I honestly, I've never been in a game where I don't know what to say. Luton's playing with Newcastle, yeah. It's like we're not even, yeah. They're on the outside of the box. Ross Barkley looks to crack one. Oh my god, it should have been 2-0 Luton. Ross Barkley cracks one outside of the box, just misses the post. If that was in, it was definitely confirmed it was game over. Oh my god, Newcastle, man. 2-1 Spurs and Everton. Oh, wait. Fingers crossed Everton could come back for our sort of position in the league. It's a free kick for Newcastle here. Newcastle's had 12 shots in total. Blocked, off target, on target. Just generic shots. To Luton Town's 14. We've had 2 shots on target. To Luton Town's 5. It's pretty clear to see that these have dominated us in every aspect today. Luton have never. Oh my god! There's a stat that's just come up there. This is Luton's 2nd win at home. This is Luton's first ever clean sheet in the Premier League. First ever in the Premier League. If they do go on to keep the equaliser, of course. Rob Edwards is telling the Luton players to come back up. Honestly, I'm not buying into this from Newcastle. This has been terrible, man. This has been really, really bad. Sean Longstaff with the throw. No, it's not. Kieran Trippier take. I actually just feel... What do we even say? Dubravka looks like the most lifeful player in the team. Looks like the one who wants to get the game started the quickest, but unfortunately no one else wants to. They look all knackered. Anthony Gordon, it's a foul there, conceded by Gordon. Give with the ball, man. What are you doing? Just give with the ball. Yellow card there to one of Luton Town's players. It is Mengi, I believe it is. You're deflated. How you watching, pal? Oh, Jesus Christ. No disrespect to you, pal, but I've said it about 15 times now. I don't know what I'm watching it on. Someone put it on for us. It's on like 2. Oh, no. Jesus. Just get this game out and done with, lads. I'm going to go and get a Chinese or something, mate. This has been an appalling display from Newcastle. We haven't took a grip of this game whatsoever. We've had spells in this game. It does feel like we're watching Steve Bruce Sam. It does. Oh my god, it's less than a minute left to play now on my screen. We're just about less than a minute left of normal time to play on the screen. Great through ball by Shaw there. Wilson looks to go forward. And it's a goal kick from Jesus Christ. Fantastic through ball by Shaw there. Oh my god, what a way to have a Christmas, like, isn't it, lads? I've just seen that comment there. What a way to celebrate Christmas in Newcastle. Christ almighty. Just about get the amount of added time here, lads. Ball goes straight through at Fabian Shaw and Sven Botman. We'll pick it back up. Botman gives it back to Dubravka. I don't know what they're even claiming for. The Luton Town fans are going absolutely mental. I don't know what they're going on about, but Dubravka's got the ball now. Oh, I genuinely feel so lifeless talking about this, man. This is shambolic, this from Newcastle. Absolute embarrassment so far. Alexander Isak has the ball. Fabian Schär. Do you know what it is? We're going for it, Newcastle. There's 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes. Christ almighty, I mean, it's beneficial for us, but can we actually do something with it? Alexander Isak's danced around 2 defenders. Great little ball by him to give it Kieran Trippier. Inside the box, Alexander Isak touches it down. Bruno touches it down now. Callum Wilson shouting that he's being claimed inside, that he's been fouled inside the box. He's going ballistic, Wilson. He's going absolutely ballistic. It's not usual for Callum Wilson to do that, by the way. I know we're in congestion to get a point here. Let's take a look if he actually needed it. From first glance, it looks like he was going down for it. I don't think there's going to be anything made of that. I think he was looking for that. Wilson, of course, the defender did have a hold of him, but nah, I think he was looking for that. It is played on. Luton Town are in our final third yet again. How are Newcastle, man? This is shocking, this. Bottom line, shocking. Unacceptable. Honestly, I didn't even know what to say, lads. It's 91.5 minutes in now. Luton Town's just playing with it in our corner, trying to keep the win. They've actually broke out with it, and they're going to take another shot here. Ross Barkley's going to shoot. He doesn't. He doesn't again. He's faked about 3 times to give it to the edge of the box. Adebayo now gives it back to Ross Barkley, who shoots, and it's over the bar. I think these lives need to stop now, bro. They're actually doing it. I'm such a bad luck charm. No, do you know what it is? It's not even the lives. It's just our away form is terrible. Our away form has been so bad this season. Jesus Christ. Martin Dubravka with the ball now. Who sends it long to Brown, who's now went from a winger to go back. I mean, you kind of blame them, you know. Honestly, this should have been Newcastle's game for the taking, but it's just not. Bruno sends the ball long straight to a Luton Town player. He actually loses it. Miggy's went down for a penalty. Get up, man, Miggy. Jesus Christ, man. It's embarrassing when he does that, you know. Stop looking for a penalty. 93rd minute, just gone here. Sven Botman. Lads, I wonder where the Mackhams are today, you know. I wonder where the Mackhams are on the chat. I think it's because they got beat 3-0 at home off Coventry. Watch them pipe up now. Watch them pipe up now. Petition to ban Josh from live stream whilst Newcastle are playing. Honestly, mate. Ball in the box comes to nothing. We are rubbish. Looks like it at the minute, mate. I don't like admitting it, but it does look like it. Bruno Guimaraes. Ball straight away, Luton Town player. Jesus Christ, man. It's Lewis Hall versus Ogbain here, whatever his name is. Lewis Hall concedes a free kick. Lewis Hall's got a yellow card. That's a very, very cheap yellow card, may I just add. That's a very, very cheap yellow card. If that's a yellow card, then I don't know how the bloke before who didn't give Callum Wilson his yellow card didn't get one. Free kick for Luton here. They give it straight away to us for some reason. Obviously, they didn't mean to, but Bruno's got the ball. How well, lads. Spread out, man. Fabian Schär with Kieran Trippier now. To Bruno Guimaraes. Smashes the ball straight to Kaminsky for some reason. Kaminsky goes down. Look, I'm actually really, really angry over this. This result has not been acceptable. The performance has not been acceptable. The circumstances have not been acceptable. But if we go to Nottingham Forest, if we bring Nottingham Forest on at home at St James's Park on Boxing Day, and we fail to beat Nottingham Forest, who are winless in the last however many games it is, the 17th I think it is currently, this question's got to be asked. Something's... I'd feel bad for Luton if we got something from this game. Me and Almid actually would. Genuinely, I would. Bournemouth have made a 3-2. But falling apart, lad. You've just got beat 3-0 off Coventry at home today. Oh, I didn't give with that, mate. Didn't give with that. Oh, Christ. Less than a minute left to play. And Luton Town have got a corner. Looks like it's going to be over and done with, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like it's going to be over and done with. Looks like they're going to play with it in the corner here, by the way. 96 minutes and 30 seconds left. Lads, by the way, like if you haven't already, I really do appreciate it. I know the result isn't good, but see if we can beat 66 likes. That's what our record was for last time, excluding the 100 one, because that was unreal. But if you haven't liked already, please do like. There we have it, full time. Full time, Luton Town 1, Newcastle United 0. Luton Town have beaten Newcastle United. It's the first ever clean sheet. It's the second win at home this season. Unacceptable today. Unacceptable performance, and I've said the rest of it. Absolutely shocking from the lads today. Now, I'm getting myself away straight away, lads. It's not good enough. I'll see you on TikTok for the player ratings and the match reaction. Not good enough whatsoever. Go and enjoy your day, lads. Like if you haven't already.